Hello and welcome to the JB&M Sports Fanatic channel. What's good with you? And so here we are. The kickoff is now on the way, and so we will get a return by the Dallas Cowboys here. He's at the 10, stumbles at the 15, so brought down at about the 16-yard line, and that is where the Dallas Cowboys will take over here. Cooper Rush and the offense. Let's see what the Dallas Cowboys will do here against this Eagles team. And so we've got Mike here. What's good with you, Mike? What's good? And we've got Michael as well. What's good with you? Michael says, what's good? And so everything is good. How are you doing, Michael? How are you doing? And meanwhile, how about them Bengals? How about them Bengals pulling out a tough one? All right, but here we go here for the Cowboys from their own 16-yard line. Cooper Rush up under center, takes the snap. Going to give it to CD Lamb off the right side there. And he's going to take it for about a good 9 yards on the play. So first play of the game here. Want to get the ball into CD Lamb's hand here. And this time it'll count as rushing yards here. Picks up about 8 or 9 yards on the ground. So we got 2nd and 1 coming up here. Ball at the Cowboys 24-yard line. Let's see, Michael says Cooper is rushing, and so there it is. There it is. All right, so here we go, 2nd and 2. Shotgun formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes the snap, Rush looking, throws it over the middle. Deflected. Intended for CD Lamb again, but this time deflected by the defensive back there. And so now we got 3rd and 2 coming up. And so Braden, what's good with you? You say, hey, JB, really disappointing day. And so, man, you know, I feel you on that one. I feel you on that one. Absolutely. And so, Mike, what's good, Mike? And let's see, with 3rd and 2 here out of the shotgun, trips at the bottom of the formation here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Rush gets the snap, going to give it to Zeke. And so Zeke going to get brought down there, and so he'll be short by about a yard. So the Cowboys got stopped there. So 4th down coming up, and the offense will have to punt the ball to the Philadelphia Eagles. But let's see, Mike says, I would just like to apologize to JB and the JB Nation for the Bills' terrible performance. I am embarrassed, and so, well, you guys won the game. You guys won the game there, and so the game went a little bit closer to what I projected for that one there. But you got Gabe Davis in the end zone there, helped my fantasy team there, so wasn't a bad day. Wasn't a bad day at all. It's about time I get me a Bailey Zappe jersey here for the Patriots, though. It's about time if he keeps playing like that. But here we go. Cowboys here about to punt the ball. Punts on the way. See if we get a return here. Call it the 15, 20, 25. And going to get brought down at about the 29-yard line, and that's where those Eagles will take off from here. Let's see, Braden says, not going to talk about the Packers tonight. And so, Braden, I have many questions. Many questions. Should I just trade away Aaron Jones at this point? Because I needed him to step up this week, and he gave me diddly squat out there. So, do let me know. And so Mike says he wants to know about it. He said, how did the Packers game go? I just saw the Jets just having their way. Defense, special teams, everything was working for the Jets out there. Ground game. All right, but here we go for the Eagles here. 1st and 10 from their own 29-yard line. Takes the snap. Throws it. Oh, it's dropped. Incomplete there in the direction of A.J. Brown. 2nd and 10 coming up. Mike says Zappe is as good as the draft expert said. And so, well, they said he'd be the best backup quarterback. That's what they said. I'll tell you what, though. Tyquan Thornton, he looked amazing out there for the Patriots. It's the Patriots' 2nd-round draft pick. He had 2 touchdowns out there also. So not bad for some Bill Belichick draft picks this year around. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, takes the snap, throws it over the middle. Completed. This time to Smith. And so Smith gets 13 yards and a 1st down. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 here from the Eagles' 42-yard line. Braden says, Zappe the next Tom Brady. Let us not go that far, Braden. Let us not go that far. Braden says, Mac Jones the next Drew Bledsoe. Let's really not go that far here. Let's die it down here. Let's die it down. There's much that this man has to do to even begin to have a conversation of something like that. He can't replicate Tom, but he can be himself. Be the first Zappe. That's all I'm asking him to do. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here. Hurts in the pocket, gets brought down for the sack. And so the Dallas defense got to him. This Dallas defense has been tremendous all season long. This time, though, they got Jalen Hurts there for the sack. Let's see. Mike says, no, no, no. Zappe the real deal. And so, no, we can't do this. I can't allow us to do this. We cannot crown Zappe yet. It's only been a couple games, just a couple games and stuff like that. And none of them have been tremendously big games as of yet. So, I mean, he's doing great. Love what the kid is doing. But at this point, it just cannot. I can't crown him yet. I can't crown him yet. Do I want him to remain the starter, though? Heck yeah. I'll give him that much. All right, here we go. Throws it to A.J. Brown, and so Brown takes it to about the 45-yard line, the 45-yard line. And so let's see. I remember the first couple starts I saw from Jimmy Garoppolo. If you were going off the first two starts he made, Jimmy G, you would have thought that he was heaven sent and that he was going to be the next Tom Brady. You could have said the same thing about Matt Castle his first season as a starter with the Patriots. So all I'm saying is just give these guys some time here. Give them time. And so let's see. Braden says, no, JB Zappe is the next Tom Brady. How about this, Braden? If you're correct, then I'll say that you're correct on the stream. But if you're wrong, you give up on the Green Bay Packers for the next 5 seasons. How about that? If you're that confident in it, how about that? Can we get that bet going? Let's see. Jay says, yo, 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 what's up? What's up with you, Jay? What's up with you? Let's see. Mike says Zappe had 3 touchdowns. I remember a game where Jimmy Garoppolo had about 4 or 5 touchdowns out there. I'm just saying, like it's way too early to crown these young guys. And I'm not going to let you put that pressure on Bailey Zappe so when he goes out there and has a dud, everybody turns on him and stuff like that. I'm protecting the kid. I'm protecting my quarterback. That's what I'm doing. All right, here we go. Punt on the way. And it's caught from the 12 here and gets taken to about the 24-yard line. 24-yard line. And let's see. Mike says stream laughs to itself. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that one. It's supposed to actually catch links, but it did the same thing the old man last stream I noticed. Let's see. Mike says Pats are getting good. And so, I mean, let's not forget, last year, Patriots started off about similar. I think about like 1-4 or something like that before they went on like a 7-8 game win streak or something like that last season. And so we did that last year as well. Let's see. Mike says Tim Brady collapsed. Jay says, I think the Chiefs and the Bills looked awfully good today. My Chiefs defense a little rough though. And so, hey, that was a good game. That's a good game there. And so I believe these two teams played last year in the regular season as well before the playoffs. And so this is a matchup that we're just going to see every single year, and it's going to be a fight, to win. But I like it. I like it. Again, we're right now currently at the commercial here, not missing anything here. And so there was a punt. Cowboys will get the ball here for their second possession of the game. Let's see. Braden says, JB, did you see the Tennessee fans dump the goalpost in the rivers? And so I saw they were walking out of with it at the stadium, and now Tennessee has quite the bill that they've got to pay for that. But wow, that's crazy. They dumped it in the river. That's insane. That's insane. They took it to the extreme. That's how bad they wanted that game, though. Let's see. Mike says, I'm just beside myself. I'm sorry, everyone, for my Bills' performance. Mike, this is the NFL. If this was college football, probably going out there and stomping everybody by 40 games would be possible. But not in the NFL. Not in the NFL. It just doesn't happen that way. Once in a while, sure. All right, let's see. Matter of fact, let me see something real quick here. But before I do that, let me go ahead and put the next poll question up here and see who you guys have for this matchup here between the Cowboys and the Eagles. All right, so let me know who you got, Cowboys or Eagles. Let's see. Jay says, I'm not even mad, Mike. Y'all got yourself a dang good team up there. Fun to watch Mahomes and Allen battle. So, yes, yes. Mike says, Gino, another big win. And so, yeah, we got to see Kenneth Walker the third start that game down there in Seattle as well. All right, so here we go. Takes a snap, going to dump it to the back here. So Tony Pollard has it. And Tony Pollard's going to pick up 3 yards there off the left side. Let's see, Mike says, how the Dolphins doing, JB? And so, well, Mike, honestly, for Miami, they've been playing musical chairs at quarterback due to every quarterback being as fragile as a piece of glass right now. But Tua looks to be coming back out there next week, and they desperately need him because right now Teddy B is just garbage, and Thompson ain't the answer. Skylar Thompson ain't the answer. So they need Tua to come back. Never thought I'd be saying that, but they need Tua. Rush throws the ball there, caught by Tony Pollard, and he's going to get the first down there. Picked up about a good 8 yards on that one. But yeah, Dolphins right now, they still, I mean, because the Jets are the biggest surprise in the AFC East right now. The Jets and the way that their record is right now, I knew I said the Jets were going to do good this season. I didn't think they were going to do this good, though, so I'll say that. Let's see, Jay says, I think the Jets are surprising people and the Vikings still have a good record. And so, yeah, I projected the Jets before the season. I think I had them finishing with like 7 wins and 10 losses or something like that. I think that's what I had them going. Meanwhile, Rush throws it there and it's caught by the tight end. But we got a penalty here. We've got a penalty here. Ferguson was the tight end with the reception there, but there is a penalty. Let's see. Let's see. Jay says, I think the Jets are surprised. Okay. Mike says, JB, I ask again, how are the Dolphins doing? Haha. They're doing okay, Mike. They're doing okay. They're at 500. They're at 500 right now. You are what your record says you are, so they are middle of the road right now. All right, so here we go. All right, so here we go. From their own 35-yard line here. Going back in the backfield. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends here. Tight end goes in motion, takes a snap, gives it to the back. And the back still fighting forward here. Picks up about 2 yards here. Tony Pollard with the carry. So now we got 2nd and 8 coming up here from the Dallas 37-yard line. Let's see, Jay says, I thought the Pack would still win with Rodgers at quarterback, but it doesn't seem like that anymore. And so, I mean, I'm looking very hard. I thought about that earlier today as well. Um, but yeah, I mean, a little concern for them. But I mean, like Aaron Rodgers said, they just need to simplify the offense here. But I don't know what's going on. I don't have an answer for why they're looking like that. Because Aaron Jones, I expected more from him. He's hurt me in fantasy in my other league. AJ Dillon, I expected more from him. I mean, I just thought the running game would have more of an impact here for the Packers and stuff like that. So I don't have that answer either. But they had Zeke carried up the middle for 4 yards. All right, here we go. 3rd and 4 here. Ball right now at the 40-yard line here of the Cowboys. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Throws it. Ball deflected. Incomplete. So 4th down coming up. And that's going to bring out the punt unit here. Again, here in the first quarter with 7 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Cowboys will punt the ball. And we'll see what the Eagles do with it. And so let's see. Oh, man, what's good with you? What's good with you? Old says, what's good, JB and everyone? And how about those Patriots? That's why we were just talking about those Patriots. Just talking about those Patriots. And so tell me this, old man. How do you feel about Bailey Zappe? Do you feel that he's the next Tom Brady? Let me know, old. Jay says, "God love the NFL. Every single week has a different storyline." That is true. That is true. That is one thing that I've had to realize long, long time ago is that even if your team is, I tell you what, in the NFL, the best team does not always win the Super Bowl. You could be the best team, doesn't mean you're going to win the Super Bowl. It's whoever's playing the best football at that time and stuff like that. That's who wins the Super Bowl. There is such a thing as peaking out too early in the season. If you peak out around week 6, well, by the time you hit week 16, your team's usually struggling around that time trying to rekindle what was and stuff like that. So it's hard to play an entire season and just play perfect just about all season long. There's going to be ups, there's going to be downs. That's just how football is. Take the 49ers last year. They started off pretty rough up until I think around like week 12. Then they caught fire, and it was almost enough to get to the Super Bowl if it wasn't for the Rams, who were also peaking at that time as well. But again, right now, currently at the commercial. Let's see. You hear it first here from Old Man. He said Zappe looks good, but fans need to relax. You hear that? They need to relax. And people also need to remind them running a way easier system for Zappe than they were for Mac. And so there you go. There you go. There you go. So, Old Man, echoing a little bit of what I said as well. You know, it's okay to be optimistic. It's okay to love the kid. I'm rooting for the kid. I really am. But we're not going to crown him this yet. We don't crown people until they go out there and actually earn it. That's what you do in this league. You earn it first. Let's see. Jay says it will be fun to watch Zappe in his first primetime game against the Bears on Monday Night Football. And so, hey, you know that's right. You know that's right. Assuming that he's still, in the quarterback thing. Fingers crossed. But, yeah, we will see. I am looking forward to that one, though. I am looking forward to that one. Me versus Lewis that day. Let's see. Mike says, as a person who had the Patriots as my second favorite team for a long time, I've been advocating for Zappe for a long time. And so, bet. Braden says he's not going to relax. I understand that, Braden. You're allowed not to relax, Braden. I understand that. You are allowed to not relax. And let's see. O says, JB, how do I take a player off IR because I might be doing something wrong now? Thornton back on IR for our fantasy. And so, yeah, in order to remove him, there has to be an open spot on your roster. So that means if you're maxed out on your bench, you're going to have to let someone go on the bench to make room for him to come to your IR. Unless there's somebody who's hurt that has the IR or the out status, then you can just swap those two. It's easier on your computer, I believe, to swap those two. But yeah, you should be able to swap if there's somebody else that's listed as out. Then you should be able to swap with them and still without having to drop anybody. All right, so here we go. They give the ball here to the back off the left side, and he's going to pick up 2 yards. That's Scott with the carry that time for the Eagles. Got a feeling this is going to be a very defensive game today. And y'all know JB loves defensive games. Let's see. Jay says maybe a more simple system is a good thing for y'all. 38 points is 38 points. Yeah, you're right about that, Jay. You're right about that. You're right about that. You hear even the great Aaron Rodgers say we need to make things simple because, there are people on the team that are new here to the system, and that complex stuff is great. If you got a roster kind of like the Chiefs or the Bills, that's great. But if not, sometimes keep it simple. That's the best way to do it. Keep it simple. Let's see. Cause yeah, looking at your bench, old man, you could swap out like Logan Thomas, for example, with Tyquan Thornton. There should be a way that you should be able to swap those two without having to drop anybody. All right, but let's see. That was a short pass completed there by Jalen Hurts. Moving the chains here. 1st and 10 right now at the Eagles' 43-yard line here. And so, oh man, what'd you say, Braden? What did you say? Let's see. Mike says I have lots of Pat's gear. My track record is good. JB goes Zappe, and so okay, bet. Meanwhile, Hurts takes the snap out of the shotgun, gives it to Sanders off the left side, still bouncing around. But Parsons says I'm gonna put an end to that, and so that's just a 3-yard pickup there. 2nd and 7 coming up. I'll ask you this, Mike. Looking now at the Patriots draft class, obviously Bailey Zappe, obviously Tyquan Thornton, who today had 2 touchdowns, obviously Cole Strange, who's been pretty much out there starting, obviously Marcus Jones, who's been contributing on special teams and in the secondary here for the Patriots. Are you willing to give Bill Belichick a little bit of credit here for his draft in this past year's draft, Mike? Tell me that much. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 6. Ball from the 47-yard line here. Takes a snap. Hurts looking, throws it over the middle. That's going to be completed, and that's going to be a first down here to the tight end here. So a first down. Now we're in Dallas territory. Let's see. Oh, it says, okay, that's what I've tried, and it put Tyquan back in the IR. They don't like me. Oh, wow. All right, meanwhile, throws it. Oh, incomplete, incomplete. Defense got a hand on it, incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up right now from the Dallas 45-yard line. And let's see. Oh, it says Mike, and you're a Bills fan, might have to talk that OG Pat's card, take that OG cards, Pat's card away. So old man wants to take it. Let's see. Mike says, yeah, Belichick is great. And so appreciate that. Appreciate that. I'm sure at any moment now we will hear 80s come on to talk about his Eagles, especially if they score a touchdown. All right, but here we go. 2nd and 10 here. Shotgun formation. Fakes it to the back. Throws it. Caught by the receiver. And so it's Smith. Smith takes it all the way to the 40-yard line here. So we got 3rd down coming up. 3rd and about 5. Here in the first quarter with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Let's see. Jay says, I need Sanders and Brown to do good tonight, especially Sanders. Okay, bet. Let's see. I'll say this. In my fantasy league, though, I don't think there's any like close games remaining this week. Bye weeks have really hurt a lot of people this week. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 5. Again, from the Cowboys 40-yard line here. Receiver in motion. Hurts takes a snap here. Going to give it to the back. And so the back going to pick up about 2 yards in the play. However, still 3 yards short here. So we got 4th down coming up. And so Lewis, what's good with you? What's good with you, Lewis? How are you doing? All right, so here we go, guys. 4th and 3 right now. Can they move the chains? This is where you look to your playmakers here. A.J. Brown goes in motion. Takes a snap. Quarterback keeps it. Dumps it down to A.J. Brown. He's going to do the rest. And he picks up a good 11 yards on the play, taking the ball all the way to the Cowboys' 27-yard line here. And that's going to be a first down here for the Eagles. Again, trying to get the first points of the game here. Lewis says, it's been a great day today. And so, hey, if it's been a great day, I guess it's safe to assume you've been making a lot of money today. I'm guessing that's how it's been going for you. All right, so Lewis got the under here. Under 45. Okay, bet. I agree with you here. I think it will be under 45, I feel like. All right, so they ran the ball here up the middle with Kenneth Gangswell. And he gained 9 yards on the play. Let's see. Braden says, is there a trade block in fantasy football? There is, Braden. There is. I believe you got to go to players, I think, then the trade hub, and then scroll down to the bottom, and then mark a player as available. And then you can view the guys who are available, along with also put somebody up for availability that you want to put on that trade block as well. So there you go. Let's see. Jay says he finally got his old Xbox 360 back this week. And you say, my goodness, NCAA Football 14 has held up so well. Meanwhile, quarterback sneak on 3rd and 1. And Eagles are going to move the chain again with yet another first down. But yeah, I mean, hey, I tell you what though, Jay, I also have my 360 here plugged up here, and so the moment that I get a moment to actually like dive back into it on a deep level, I did fire it up one time and stuff like that, and then I realized I'm a little bit rusty, so I got to get I got to go ahead and find a playbook that fits what I'm trying to do. But hey, that's what's up. Are you using like the updated rosters, or are you using like the rosters at the time of 2014? Do let me know that. And let's see, Jay says, based off the poll, JB, lots of Cowboy fans watching this stream. And so there it is. All right, but here we go. Jalen Hurts, he's going to keep it. And oh, what a mistake that was. What a mistake. Yep, ran into Ghost in that time. He's going to lose some yards, lose about 2 yards on the play. Braden says, okay, thanks, JB. Of course, of course. And so, Carmichael, what's good with you? How you been, Carmichael? How you been? And hey, congratulations there to your Steelers. I also hope that Kenny Pickett, I hope that he's okay. I know he had that concussion there, so definitely hope that Kenny Pickett will be okay. But hey, you guys got the win over Tampa Bay. That's an impressive win that'll make you feel good right there. I seen Tom Brady yelling at his offensive line the entire time. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts, 2nd and 12. Oh, he made one guy miss. He's still moving. He's going to just throw it up there and throw it away. Now we're looking at 3rd and 12 coming up here in the first quarter with 46 seconds remaining. Let's see. Oh, it says, okay, I got it fixed. I'm starting to think when my phone glitched out, it made my lineup for the weeks to come, but I got Zappe Thornton and D-Hop starting week 7. Okay, bet. Let's see. Jay says I still using the original rosters. I would definitely like to update them though, and so okay, bet. Yeah, I still got to update. I got last year's roster, so I have Chris Olave for Ohio State, Garrett Wilson. I have those guys there. I do have to install the latest roster there. I did purchase it off of eBay, real cheap, like so. I gotta go ahead and download the code they gave me for that one. Meanwhile, he passed it there to A.J. Brown, and so A.J. Brown takes it to the 10-yard line there. So he picked up about a good 8 yards, however, still 4 yards short. So the Eagles will bring out their kicker here, and let's see what he do. So, but absolutely. Yeah, I still got to get the latest roster here so that way I can. But I still got C.J. Stroud, so I'm happy about that. Let's see. Carmichael says, I've been good, and it makes me feel great that we made Tom mad. I know that had to make you feel good there. He was exploding in that game. Absolutely. But yeah, I do hope that Kenny Pickett will be back soon. Let's see. Allen, what's good with you? What's good with you? Allen said he fired up his old PS3 and played NCAA football in Madden 2005, 2006 back then, and now the games look different. They do look different. For the Madden games, though, I still love playing them along with the older NCAA football games as well, but those graphics are pretty tough to deal through at this point because you're so used to something better. So those graphics are a little bit tough to look through, but once you get past the graphics there, absolutely love the gameplay there. But yes, absolutely with NCAA football. That's going to carry me until next year whenever they drop the new college football game. But let's see, there was a penalty there. And we're at the end of the first quarter. So at the end of the first quarter, the score right now is 0-0. And JB promises JB's not identifying games that's going to go scoreless or low scoring games. It just so happens to be that way with these primetime games as of late. All right, let's see. All right, so old man says, I'm thinking about buying a jailbroke Xbox 360. My uncle friend does all the jailbreaking, and I will get, okay, so you'll get 200 plus games. Oh, wow. And it'll cost you 300, and you can't go on the Wi-Fi. And let's see, Carmichael says, and we finally won without TJ. We are 1-7-1 without TJ Watt playing. And so, wow. Just imagine if he was playing. And how's your football season going, by the way? Yeah, what's y'all record right now? Let's see. Oh, it says, don't forget to drop a like to show your boy JB some love. Appreciate that, old man. Absolutely, yes. Make sure to press that like button for sure. For sure. And so, but yeah, I'm thinking like once we get to the point, probably after the Super Bowl, then that's probably when JB will start trying to see if he can do some streams for some college football and stuff like that. So I'll have everything together then and stuff like that. Just hopefully at that point, my schedule will be a lot more relaxed at that time is what I'm hoping for at that point. All right, but again, right now, currently at the commercial because it is the end of the first quarter. But when we come back, the start of the second quarter, we've got the Eagles here with the football here, facing goal line here, 1st and 5 Yeah, 1st and 5, 5 yards away from the end zone here. But that drive though, 14 plays, 75 yards, and about 7 minutes and 31 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. That's a long time for a team to have the ball. A very long time. When you play like that, you get a lot of wins. I'm telling you, that was always one of my strategies whenever I was playing a team that would be like and ranked in the top 10 and I knew that their offense was great. I would try to have long drives on college football to try to just keep my opponent from getting extra possessions and stuff like that, because it does something to you when you can't get your inside of your rhythm that you're used to doing. So that is very effective. Let's see. Oh, it says, dang, I wish my phone didn't bug. I would have won today, and it doesn't look good. Got a tough schedule coming up. Let's see. Carmichael says, we have won 5 in a row. We are 5-2. And so, hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. What are your guys' record inside the region? Like your region schedule. What's y'all region record? And let's see. Alan says, right now I'm watching this and playing Madden 23 on PS5. Bet. Oh, it says, same, Alan. I'm getting bored of Madden, though. Nothing to do. And so let's see. Jay says, it's awesome to see JB streams popping. You have developed a loyal fan base, JB. Awesome seeing the channel grow. Yes, yes, absolutely, absolutely. JB still remembers that first year. I remember the stream that was probably the most difficult to get through for me. It was one of the, I think the first year I was streaming, it was, I'm trying to think what game it was. It was a NBA championship game. And like I remember, like I had one person come through the stream like the entire first half. So at halftime, I shut it down and did not stream again up until football season and stuff like that during that first year. Cause like it was just like wow, I was like, man, can I really do this? But man, just seeing the progress, I appreciate you guys. You guys make it all worth it. Speaking of worth it, Miles Sanders with the 5-yard touchdown here. Might need to work on that celebration though, but he got the touchdown. So 15 plays, 80 yards, 7 minutes and 36 seconds in terms of time of possession. And so I guess they did that one for 80s. They went 80 yards for 80, y'all. How about that? Now, when 80 comes in, he's going to say JB's going against his team, but JB's been here supporting his Eagles. Y'all remember that. Let's see. Braden says, couldn't figure out how to do it, but I did propose a trade to somebody. Okay, bet. Braden says, touchdown Eagles. That's right. We got our first touchdown of the game here. So the Eagles are up 7-0 over the Cowboys in this one. Now, this is the kind of game where I'm going to be looking at Cooper Rush especially. If he can make plays and they can beat the Eagles by him making plays in this one, then I'm like, you know what, Dak? Take a back seat at that point. So I'm really watching this game extremely critically. All right, so Carmichael says the region is 2-1. Okay, bet. Alan says just can't wait until the new football game. I play different games, though, on PS5 and Xbox Series X. Bet. Yeah, college football, I can't wait for it. Jay says, yes, Sanders, give me those points. There you go, Jay. Carmichael says, in one of my other leagues, I'm trading for Jonathan Taylor. So you're trading for Jonathan Taylor. Bet. Brady says he rejected it. Ouch. Let's see. O says, well, I'm glad you didn't give up, JB, because you can and will go far in this YouTube world. I appreciate that, Ode. I really do appreciate that. Absolutely. Yes. Let's see. Carmichael says, JB has Antonio Gibson in fantasy. Well, I kind of wish I would have played him this week because, you know, in our league, we're desperate for any points. He did get like 8.30, I think, this week, which, you know, in a normal league, it's not a lot. But in our league, we need what we can get. So, I mean, he's serviceable. I don't have high expectations for him, but he's better than a guy that gets me 2 points or negative points. So, I'll say that much. My team is not built to rely on him, so he's got a spot on my team. That much for sure. But I'll tell you what, though, your boy Juju, you know, he went out there and, yeah, he balled. He balled today. Let's see. Braden says, you might want to look at some new fantasy names. And so, oh boy. I think I know who you're referring to, but let me make sure that's the one. And so, okay, yeah, I saw that one already. Yeah, he's already gearing up for next week because we will be playing each other in a pivotal matchup in our fantasy league to see who's going to be atop the division after next week. So critical matchup for both of us. Both of our quarterbacks will be on a bye week because if I'm not mistaken, Mike, The Bills are on a bye week next week, so that means I won't have Josh Allen and I won't have Gabe Davis next week. So that's the most vulnerable that my fantasy team is going to be all season long. So I need Tua to come out and play like Tua gives a you know what next week and play the entire game. Play the entire game also. Don't come in there and play a quarter then get hurt. No, play the entire game. Let's see. Carmichael said you started Skylar Thompson at quarterback. I sure hope the rest of your team performed if that's the case. If I'm not mistaken, you still did good, though. I think you're still winning, even with that being the case. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way, no return. So let's see what the Cowboys can do offensively here, starting from their own 25-yard line. Let's see. Oh, so let's just hope you don't get tired of seeing my name a lot because this old man mob isn't going anywhere. I appreciate that. I do. And let's see. Alan says, I always stream on Twitch for gameplay, but great win for Tennessee those 16 years beating Bama. And so, yes. And so, Bama had that long win streak on them. Tennessee, they won. This is what we love about college football. This is what we love about college football because you have those long time streaks. Then when they come down, they come down. So I know that that place was rocking. I know it. Meanwhile, Rush, play fake, looking, throws it over the middle, ball's tipped, picked off. It's picked off. Cooper Rush threw an interception. Look at that. Intended for Michael Gallup. You got to see that, son. You got to see it. You got to read it. You got to feel it. You got to know not to do that. But I get it. I get it. I get it. Every other game, it's been a little bit more less pressure, but this feels like a high pressure game right here. High pressure game. Let's see. All right, so Carmichael says he is winning fantasy even with Skylar Thompson. Hey, it's a good day for you, Carmichael. It's a very good day for you. Braden says your streams are awesome. JB, keep grinding. I appreciate that. I really do. I appreciate that. Carmichael says Allen Robinson put up 22 points. I did see that. I did see that. And let's see. Braden says picked. And let's see. Braden says I thought the Eagles were frauds. And so I think this is more telling of the Cowboys right now, if anything. If I'm not mistaken, the Cardinals played this team very tough, almost beat them, and the Jaguars the same thing. But hey, someone's got to win in that NFC. Someone's got to win. I'll tell you what, though, the Giants were very impressive in their victory over the Ravens today. I mean, very impressive. And so, Andrew, what's good with you? What's good with you? Andrew says hello. How are you doing today? Let's see. Allen says he got the Eagles by 7. And so, okay, bet. Meanwhile, the Cowboys medical staff is looking at number 98 right now, having a conversation with him. Let's see. Brandon says that's what Cowboy fans have been saying. And let's see. Carmichael says, I can't believe we won. Our whole cornerback room is injured. And so, hey, that's the NFL right there, Carmichael. Sometimes, I mean, these guys are professionals. They come in. They may not be the most consistent, but they can ball. So that's what the NFL is. That's what the NFL is. All right, let's see. Carmichael says Pats did pretty good. Appreciate that, Carmichael. And yes, 2 weeks in a row in which they've looked pretty good. They've looked pretty good. Alan said, what about the Bills today? And so, yeah, Alan, so, hey, them Buffalo Bills, they came through one heck of a game. You're on the road at Kansas City. That is not an easy place to win at. These two teams have history, and these two quarterbacks, I mean, hey, do we get a better matchup than these two quarterbacks going at it? I think not. Meanwhile, they get the ball here to Sanders, and so Sanders finds a way to skip to the first down marker here. Made a couple guys miss, picked up 3 yards off the right tackle. Now we're looking at 1st and 10 right now from the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Let's see, O says, JB, what's your thoughts on Robbie Anderson getting kicked out because of the head coach? And so, you know what? I get it. Robbie, I saw the replay there. Robbie's getting upset because he's not getting targeted. If he was just running better routes and playing better, he wouldn't have to be so upset. If anything, we should be mad at him. Meanwhile, Sanders off the left side picks up 8 yards on the play. We're looking at 2nd and 2 from the Cowboys' 24-yard line. But yeah, I saw that, and so sometimes the guy needs to cool off here and stuff like that. So separate him right now. Don't let it escalate further than that. So I'm okay with that decision to kick him off right there. Let's see. Jay says I missed watching Tony Romo. He was so underrated and a gunslinger that was fun to watch. And so in the zone, what's good with you? What's good with you? And you say Packers look horrible and Vikings win again. So I know you're happy about that. All right, but here we go. Gives it to the back, and so the back up the middle is going to pick up 2 yards on the play. How are your podcasts coming along, by the way? Let's see. Carmichael says Bailey Zappi is going to be the next Brady. Carmichael says Chase Claypool looked like he did his rookie year. And let's see, Andrew says, bye guys, need to do something. I need to like this song. And so, hey, appreciate you for coming through though, Andrew. You take care. All right, so here we go, guys. 1st and 10 right now. Eagles here with the football, trying to make it do what it do. Right now, 22 yards away from the end zone here. Snaps the ball, gives it to the back off the right side here, running. Finds some room, gets tripped up, taken all the way to about the 14-yard line. Picked up about 8 yards on the carry, and that's Boston Scott. Lewis says cheese. Jay says see ya, Andrew. But guys, tell me this. As of right now, where we stand right now, what's the biggest surprise? Something that's the biggest surprise right now in the NFL. Is it possibly the Jets and their record right now currently being second in the AFC East as it stands right now? Is it them? Is it the Giants right now, being currently second as we speak right now, potentially lining up for first? So you guys let me know, what is the biggest surprise right now of the NFL season, in your opinion? Let me know in the comment section. Meanwhile, Sanders lost a yard off the left tackle there. They handed to him out the shotgun. Was looking for some room there, but ran out of real estate. All right, here we go, guys. Shotgun formation, ball at the 15-yard line here. 3rd and 3. Got to pick up the first. Hurts fakes it to the back. Slings it to A.J. Brown. They ran that play earlier. A.J. Brown ran it to perfection, and he scored the touchdown here for the Philadelphia Eagles right now. So they are up 13-0. All right, let's go ahead and end this poll right here. So we'll end the poll, and let's see. All right, so let's see. So in the zone says the Giants. Braden says how bad my Packers are playing. And then so Braden says, no, Carmichael, I didn't. Let's see. Carmichael says, Braden, didn't you trade for Juju? And so let's see. Old man says, New York Giants, they definitely found their head coach. And so, yeah, they did find their head coach. And the Zoe says, everybody knew the Packers would struggle. Meanwhile, the extra point is good. So the Eagles are up 14-0 here in the second quarter with 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Jay says, biggest surprise to me is how bad the Broncos are. I projected that the Broncos were going to be actually last place, so I was wrong about that. But if the Raiders were playing like they cared, they would be. They would be. For me, a sneaky surprise right now is the fact that if it wasn't potentially for, I hate to do this, but if it wasn't for a roughing the passer that wasn't roughing the passer, Atlanta they could have been winning that division, honestly. They really could have been winning that division. We were talking about Atlanta as if Atlanta was going to be, for sure, like drafting a quarterback this upcoming season. And Atlanta right now is tied for the top of the division behind Tampa. So that's a nice surprise right there. All right, let's see. Okay, so Endozo says, man, who picked the Cowboys? And so 62%, well, really 63%, chose the Cowboys here. So, yeah, it's a lot of people there. It's a lot of people there. And let's see. Carmichael says someone tried getting me to give them Juju and Josh Reynolds for Noah Font, Conklin, and DJ Shark, but you rejected it. And let's see. Allen says you've been playing NBA 2K23. Can't wait for Call of Duty and Warfare 2. And you said the Eagles because the way the seasons pass, seasons all clicking on cycles, and so yeah, they are clicking right now. But it's like JB always says. I feel like in the NFL, you got to peak at the right time and play your best football. They started off peaking, and so there might be a little bit of hiccups later on in the season, but I have them at one of the top, three chances for sure, top two most likely to get to the Super Bowl right there, especially if Tampa Bay keep looking like how Tampa Bay's looking. I'm about to write them off at this point. They keep looking like that. Let's see, Braden says, JB, you want me to go off on the Packers? And so I won't make you do it, Braden. I won't make you do it, Braden. But if it makes you feel good, this is a safe place. This is a safe place. So say what you want to say. Now, the bot, he might not let you do it, but JB's giving you permission here. But the bot, whatchamacallit, Streamlabs might not let you do it. They may not let you do it. So, but feel free to. I thought I heard somebody chanting, "We want Jordan Love," in the stands, Braden. I thought things got that bad that they were chanting, "We want Jordan Love." Oh, man. All right, so getting ready for the kickoff here. Kickoff on the way. All right, into the end zone here. So right now the Cowboys are trailing 14-0 here in the second quarter. 10 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Cooper Rush, the guy, the chosen one, the one that people said could be the next Tom Brady. Here he goes, lining up here. Let's see if he can get something going this time out here. The one that many believe can unseed Dak Dakota Prescott. Let's see. Rush up under center here. From his own 25-yard line. Tight end goes in motion. Takes a snap here. Gives it to the back. And so Zeke bounces off of one guy. Gets tackled by the second guy. Brought down. Picked up a yard on the play. 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Dallas 26-yard line. I would say I'm surprised at how bad the Saints are doing. I really thought that the Saints would not be 2-4 at this point. I thought they'd be 4-2. But I mean, all the injuries that they've had to deal with, so I'll give them that break there. But I had high expectations for the Saints entering into the season. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here. Takes the snap. Rush looking, throws it over the middle, and who's he throwing to? Who's he throwing to? Incomplete. Incomplete. They say Ferguson was the closest receiver there. 3rd and 9 coming up here. So 3rd and 9 right now from the Dallas 26-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, poll, are the Vikings contenders or pretenders? And so, courtesy of Jay, I'll put that question up there. All right, so I will put the poll up there. Meanwhile, he completed that one to CeeDee Lamb. And so CeeDee Lamb, did he reach out enough to get the first? Like the second effort, but let's see where they mark him at. They say he's just shy. So I feel like given where you are right now on the field, the fact that you're down 14-0, I would try to see if we can draw them off sides here. Let's see if that's what they try. They're lined up here. Rush snaps the ball. Play fake. Trying to catch him off guard here. He was looking for 86. Nobody there. It's incomplete. It's incomplete. So that's going to be a turnover on downs. And with decisions like that, we might just end up having a rout tonight, guys. It might be a flat-out rout tonight when it's all said and done. All right, let's see. Jay says the Vikings are 5-1. Braden says Matt LaFleur and Aaron Rodgers need to learn running the freaking ball is a good thing. They got a lot to learn. They really need to learn that lesson very fast, though, Braden, because I got Aaron Jones in my fantasy team in the other league, so I need them to learn that immediately. Immediately. Let's see. Jay says, poll says yes or no. Yep, it says yes or no. And so, all right, so let's see. Enzo says, this about to get ugly. And so, oh yeah, you feel it too. You feel it too, don't you? Yes, this feels just like right now. If the Eagles get into that end zone right now, this stream's about to become a one-sided blowout affair so bad that people will stop questioning if Dak Prescott should come in next game or not. They will see for themselves what I was talking about. I'll tell you what though. Shout out to Indianapolis and Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan went out there and threw like 58 passes and found a way to get it done today. So I got to give him a shout. I gave him a hard time all season long, but Matt Ryan found a way to beat the Jaguars here in a game in which Indianapolis has been struggling with the Jaguars for who knows what reason. But yeah, let's see. Indizo says, are the contender Vikings will get better as the season goes on? I believe so as well. Indizo, I believe so also. I think the Vikings will get better as the season goes on. And so, but it's going to be up to Kirk Cousins to shine in those big games, though. It's still going to come down to that when it's all said and done. But I like the fact that I'm seeing Dalvin Cook going out there and looking more and more better each week. Looking at the Dalvin Cook that I expected him to be last year for me in fantasy football, that he was not for me. But I'm glad to see he's doing it this year. Let's see. Old says, I got Vikings as a team that can go into the playoff run, but still have them losing against the Patriots. And so Vikings are a team that I'm watching. You know, like you guys remember early on when the Vikings and the Eagles were playing, I did say how I felt about the Vikings. You know, I picked the Vikings there in NFC. You know, I feel like they are a team that if they can get hot at the right time, they are a team that can do it. But it's going to come down to Kirk Cousins making big plays in primetime matchups there for sure. Let's see. Brandon says Matt LaFleur needs to start learning to adapt what the universe happens. Brandon says Aaron Rodgers needs to stop playing hero ball. Let's see. Alan says Vikings are good, but hope it don't turn out like the one season in which they made the playoffs in the 90s. I don't know what year that was. And so, gotcha. The Randall Cunningham years and stuff like that. Randy Moss, all those guys. I mean, they got the talent now. They've got the talent. This offense should be more explosive than what it is. All right, here we go to the shotgun here. Jalen Hurts has it. He's moving around right now. He's looking. He's moving. He throws it. And it's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. Don't know who the nearest receiver was on that one, but incomplete. 2nd and 10 coming up right now from the Dallas 34-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, Braden, I think the Packers are missing offensive weapons. Rodgers has no one to throw to. I mean, from what I've seen from veteran quarterbacks, they absolutely prefer veteran receivers over rookies and stuff like that. I mean, if they get a nice one that's drafted in the first round, you know, one, sure, but multiple rookies to depend on. A lot of injuries as well. They're coming in and out of the lineup. A lot of things right now. So we all know what he would be doing if he had Devontae Adams, though. We all know what he would be doing right now. Meanwhile, they get the ball to Sanders off the right side. And so Sanders going to pick up, let's see, about a good 4 yards on the play. We got 3rd down coming up here, 3rd and 6 at the Dallas 30-yard line here in the second quarter with 9 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Any quarterback that's above the age of, I'm going to say above the age of 33, so 33 or older, I feel like any quarterback like that, you have to give them top tier weapons and stuff like that. I feel like you must possess them with top tier weapons. If they're in their 20s, they probably can do without, but once they reach in their 30s, they need it. Meanwhile, Jalen Hurts trying to make something out of nothing, and that's going to cost them dearly with that play. So we got 4th down coming up here. Again, here in the second quarter with 8 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Let's see. Braden says, true, Jay, but sometimes he throws into double coverage. Braden says, our defense needs to start tackling better. Lewis says 14-0. He's shocked. He's like, what? All right, so 51-yard field goal attempt here. All right, hold this good. Kick is up, and the kick is, it looks good to me. That's good. So they extend the lead here 17-0 here over the Cowboys. And so this is going to be a true test right now for Cooper Rush. Here in the second quarter with 7 minutes and 53 seconds to go here before the half. Let's see. And Zoe says, man, Packers cook Rodgers always been overrated. Braden says, there's my rant, JB. And so, all right. So let's see. He says, Joe Barry needs to stop playing our corners 10 yards off the receiver. He says, true, Jay, but sometimes he throws in the double coverage. Our defense needs to start tackling better. And so there's my rant, JB. And so, all right. Doesn't it feel a little bit better to get it out, though, Braden? It feels a little bit better to get it out, though. Absolutely. But again, right now, currently at the commercial right now. And so here we are, second quarter. The Eagles have had the ball for like the longest time in this game. Not sure what time possession is, but it is definitely heavily favoring the Philadelphia Eagles right now. So the Cowboys got to get some momentum going here. So far, Cooper Rush, 2 of 7 for 16 yards, 0 touchdowns, 1 interception so far. On the ground, the Cowboys have 6 carries for 19 yards. Let's see. Allen says, question, is Rodgers a Hall of Famer with just 1 championship ring out of all the quarterbacks with 1 championship ring? Just asking. And so Braden says, yes, JB. And so I'm glad you feel better there, Braden. And so I'll go ahead and pose the question up there. In my opinion, I truly believe that Aaron Rodgers is undoubtedly a Hall of Famer. And so, but let's see. Courtesy of Allen for this question. All right. All right, so I put the question up there. You guys let me know your thoughts here. Again, courtesy of Allen with the question here. But yeah, JB says yes. JB says yes. Kickoff on the way. All right, he's at the 5, 10, 15. All right, so brought down here at the 16. All right, so after the penalty here, I believe that's called against the Cowboys kicker here. Let's see, Carmichael says next week we get to watch the Steelers, JB. And so, hey, who they play next week? Who they play next week? All right, so here we go, guys. Second quarter here, 7 minutes and 48 seconds to go. In the second quarter, Eagles up right now 17-0 over the Cowboys. Here we go, starting off from their own 9. Takes the snap, gives it to the back, and so the back picks up about a yard on the carry. That was Tony Pollard with the carry. Second down coming up. Let's see. Jay says he accidentally voted no but mean yes, and so, okay, gotcha, bet. I feel like Jalen Rose did that last year for like the NBA MVP vote. And I forgot who he had voted for, but I feel like Jalen Rose had did something like that. Meanwhile, Tony Pollard up the middle. He's spinning, popping off of guys, and he picks up 15 yards in the process here and a first down here for the Cowboys. Let's see, Carmichael says the Dolphins. And so, bet. Let's see, Allen says, who you got in the Super Bowl this year, everyone? And so, Yeah, so who do you guys have in the Super Bowl right now? As of right now, I've got to go with the Bills versus somebody in the NFC right now. So I guess for the time being, I will say Eagles until I find a team that I'm certain of. Let's see. Jay says I made a huge mistake. I started the Chargers defense versus Denver. Should have started Philly defense. And so, yes. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 10 right now coming up. 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. Again, the Eagles up 17-0. Rush takes a snap here. Gives it to the back. He gets back to about the line of scrimmage. Probably picked up a yard on the play. Now we got third down coming up here. 3rd and 9. Ball at the Dallas 26-yard line. Braden says Eagles versus Bills. Okay, bet, bet. Again, 5 minutes and 30 seconds to go here in the second quarter. 3rd and 9. Rush with it in the pocket. Throws it. Picked off. It is picked off. Oh, yeah, that might have been a massive mistake there, Jay. Definitely should have went with Philly's defense in this one. Wow. Let's see. Old says, JB, I don't think YouTube likes me. Why you say that? Let's see. And Zoe says Vikings and Bills. Okay, bet, bet. Jay says Bills versus 49ers. I still believe in San Fran. Okay, bet, bet. And so, Black Medicine, what's good with you? He says the University of Florida wants their degree back after you heard the question like that, bro. And so, hey, I always put my questions up like that. Always put my questions up like that. And let's see. Carmichael says, and Calvin Austin should be back this week. And so, okay, bet, 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 bet. And again, right now, currently at the commercial right now. All right, with 7 votes here, I think we're leaning towards a yes. All right, and again, that question was brought to us courtesy of Alan with that question. Let's see. Jay says the world would end if the Super Bowl is the Jets versus the Giants. Ooh. Ooh. Well, they say anything is possible. But let's see. Oh, it says JB, do you have let's see, E blocked on the YouTube comments and stuff like that, and so it is added on that list of words. Oh, I know where you're going with that one. It is added on that list of words. In order to have a constructive conversation on YouTube, it had to be done. Let's see. Braden says yes, he does, old man, and so yeah, absolutely, absolutely, yes. Let's see. Alan says, I say Bills and Eagles are the Chiefs versus Eagles to be a good game versus the Bills. And so that would be a good game. Would be a good game. And Bills and Chiefs, I'm banking on seeing that in the playoffs. That I am. Let's see. Jay says Andy Reid versus Philly. That would be something. Ooh. I had not even thought about that possibility, Jay. That would be something. I wonder if they'll still show him some brotherly love down there in Philly. Let's see. O says, "Oh, okay. That's why YouTube doesn't like my comments about that vomit." So yes, yes, yes. All right. So here we go, guys. Out of the shotgun here. Ball at the 46-yard line here of the Cowboys. Jalen Hurts has it, throws it. It's completed to Smith. And that's going to be another first down there. Another first down here for the Eagles. Again, 5 minutes to go here before the half. Eagles already up 17-0 in this one. All right, so here we go. Shotgun again. Takes a snap. Throws it. Open again, and this time Smith picks up 8 yards with the reception. So now we're looking at 2nd and 2 coming up right now from about the Dallas 27-yard line here. All right, so here we go. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Takes the snap, gives it to the back, and so Sanders off the right side. Oh, he got stuffed. Got stuffed on that one. 3rd down coming up. Let's see. Black says, I filed a petition to have Will and Carmichael removed from the fantasy league as they have ruined my perfect seasons. And so, wow. Wow. Let's see. Braden says he said some stuff about Eli was wondering why you weren't seeing it, LOL. And so, hey, in order to be productive and move forward, it had to become, he became basically a bad meme in this one, so we had to rid ourselves of that one so we can move forward here as a community. So it had to be done. Had to be done. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 2. Takes the snap out of the shotgun, gives it to the back, takes it to the 20. Let's see. Oh, it says, JB, I'm only 9 points. Ooh. I was about to say, why is it? Okay, that was not a JB doing right there. JB did not do that. I have no idea why that happened. Meanwhile, Hurts throws it incomplete, 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 incomplete. Hold on, let me see. I should still be able to access the thing. All right, so Old Man said, JB, I'm only 9 points away from winning this week. And that's without getting any fantasy points from Mr. Kyrie Legs or Olave. And so I forget who you're playing this week, but if you can pull off a victory here via the Eagles defense, that would be extremely impressive. You probably need like a pick six, a scoop and score, something like that. Maybe even a safety against the Cowboys, something like that to make it happen. All right, meanwhile, to get the ball here to Scott. And so Scott ran into some trouble there. Lost 3 yards on the carry. Now we got 3rd and 13 coming up. Again, we got about 2 minutes and 48 seconds left to go here before the half. Let's see. Jay says it's official. There is no quarterback controversy in Dallas. Dak is their guy. I believe that's the conclusion everybody's coming away with after this performance so far here. Cowboys defense has been amazing so far this season, but this is the one game in which they're not really looking like themselves right now, so they realize they do need Dak Prescott after all. There's been some movement here. Let's see. Black says that Cooper just undid the last few weeks. What was Cooper's stats from last week? I forgot his stats from last week. I remember thinking that it was his worst performance, even though they won. But I could be wrong. All right, so we got 3rd and 18 coming up. They can take it to the 2-minute warning if they would like, though. All right, so 2-minute warning it is indeed, and the Eagles are up right now 17-0 here over the Cowboys here with 2 minutes to go here before the half. Oh, it says, if I win this, I deserve a cookie. Braden says he didn't have good stats last week. Let's see. Black says he has 7 touchdowns in every game. And so every game total 7 touchdowns. How many picks? Let's see. I mean, Cooper Rush, he did his job, though. He did his job holding the fort down. And so now when the team does go back to Dak, they're still going to be in far better position than they could have been had they had Ben Anthony DiNucci back there at quarterback. So I will give him that credit for that. All right, so yeah, because he did a good job of not turning the ball over, essentially. All right, let's see. Old Man said, man, only if I had Old Man Dalton or Zappe playing, I would have won. And so, yeah, I'm glad you figured out what the issue was, though. I'm glad that you figured that out. Let's see. Black says no. He threw 7 touchdowns in each game. He's a legend. Well, I'm sure that the created player that he must have created on whatever video game system that was a legend. But his stats, though, no. Let's see. Old says, come on, Eagles defense, give me those 9 points. He's not asking for much, just 9 more points. That's it. That's it. A nice pick six at some point has to happen. All right, Jay says, next Sunday Night Football, we get the Steelers versus Miami. And so next Sunday Night Football, because I will have to start Tua in my fantasy league next week. So that's going to mean something. Going to mean something. Versus Carmichael Steelers, that's going to mean something. Hopefully a high-scoring game. Lacey Allen says, you hear Draymond Green signs with the Lakers this past week. And so, hey, Draymond, I mean, as a Lakers fan, don't know how I feel about Draymond, but I see that the Warriors sent their message. I mean, you punch a guy and they reward the other guy with a long contract, and then the other guy whose contract is up as well, and Wiggins, both of them got contracts minus Draymond. So I think that message is sent pretty clear to Draymond. But look at the difference in time of possession. The Eagles have ran twice as many plays as the Cowboys, and they have twice as long have had the football in this game. And they still got it right now with 2 minutes left to go here before the half. Take the snap. It's going to be a quarterback keeper here, and he's still running. And so what a nice play there. But unfortunately, he still was about a good 5 yards shy of getting to the first down marker here. So that's going to bring up fourth down here. All right, so Dallas called their first timeout, leaving 1 minute and 51 seconds left to go before the half. Braden says, and then the week after that, we get the Bills versus the Packers. How fun. And so, well, um, well, I don't know what to say, Braden. Run the ball, time possession, like really just run the ball. Old man says, as a Laker OG fan, I wouldn't want Green. And so, there you go. Yeah, he's not going to help our scoring, that's for sure. All right, so Philly calls a timeout. So we have a little bit of back-to-back timeouts called here. Let's see. Allen says, I'm hoping that it's Brady's last season. He don't have nothing to prove. He done it all. What else to prove? And so the man clearly don't want to be home. He clearly don't want to be home right now. He clearly just don't want to be home. But if he was going to go out there and look like this all season long, it would have been better probably if he'd have stayed retired, to be honest. All right, so we got a 34-yard field goal attempt coming up here for the Philadelphia Eagles here. They're already up 17-0, and this would make it 20-0 if they convert here on this field goal attempt. 34-yard field goal attempt. Snap is good. Holder has it. Hold is good. Kick is up. Kick is also good. So that's 3 points right there. So they're up 20-0 in this game. Let's see. Braden says that'll be a good trade for the Lakers, old man. I don't want him either. I don't want Draymond either. As a Lakers fan, I don't want him either. Well, let's see. Old says, I want the Lakers to trade for Buddy Hield and Turner. Now, that is something that I will sign on. You say you don't care if it costs those 2 later picks, and so agree. I'll worry about that in the future. But for right now, let's go ahead and capitalize on the chances that we have and give ourselves the best opportunity. So I'm right there with you there for that trade right there, old man. But JB does not want Draymond Green for the Lakers. No, thank you. Let's see. Black says Brady would rather be under center than on top of his wife. And so, oh man, Black Medicine right there getting real personal with that comment. Real personal there. Let's see. Braden says, getting an underrated center and a good 3-point shooter. I'm good. And so, but yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so, Braden is in shock right now. He's just in shock. He's flabbergasted right now. He just says, wow, Black Medicine, wow. But again, right now, currently at the commercial still. Speaking of NBA, guys, give me a surprise team in the NBA that you think this year that nobody's really talking about too much. That you're like, you know what? I think this team did, like they did enough in the offseason here to where they can go out there and possibly contend, and finish in that top four spot. A team that comes out of nowhere. Let's see. Allen says, so he picking football over his wife over the years. I think he's 46-7 championship. What else does? What else to prove? What else to prove? And so you're right though, Allen. You're right. I mean, there's nothing else to prove at this point here. He's just doing it because he loves it. Because he knows, he knows that the expiration date's coming in terms of how much longer he can keep this up. But he wants to do what he loves to do. You know. Black says he aims to get blocked, and so. All right, so Braden says the Pacers are the Hawks. And so, okay, bet. Two nice picks right there. Two nice picks in that Eastern Conference. How y'all feel about Ben Simmons, y'all? How y'all feeling about Ben Simmons? Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. All right, so let's see if we get a return here. 10, 15, 20, 30, 40, still running 50, ran into his guy and stumbled down to the 40. And they needed this. They needed this. Let's see, Braden says bot, and so Black says, uh-oh, they're back. And so, yes. All right, but here we go. So first and 10 here for the Cowboys. They're going to line up 5 wide here from the Eagles' 41-yard line. So we got second and 10 coming up. All right, so here we go. Second and 10. Takes a snap. Throws it. Ooh, completed. All right, so they got to hurry up here. 1 minute and 24 seconds to go. Let's see. Black says maybe if we see what they're advertising, JB, they'll leave us alone. Oh, that is funny. At that time, Michael Gallup there with the reception there. Picked up 9 yards. They're hurrying up here. Got 1 minute and 2 seconds to go here before the half. And so, Lewis is like, all right, takes a snap here. Looking. Rush throws it up there. Incomplete. I think it's just a matter of time before we have ADs come on to show how his team is dominating today. Well, let's see. Got 3rd and 1 coming up here for the Cowboys. They're at the Eagles' 21-yard line. All right, so here we go. 3rd and 1. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap. Gives it to Zeke off the left side. It's going to be a first down, and he stumbles forward to about the 11-yard line. So now we got about 43 seconds to work with right now. Dallas called a timeout. That's going to be their second timeout. Again, right now, Dallas trying to get their first points of the game, and they want to get it here before the half. They're trailing right now 20-0. Let's see. Lewis says the Bulls. Okay, bet, bet. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation again. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. 12 yards away from the end zone right now. They can still get the first down, though, without getting the touchdown. Takes a snap, looking, throws it up there. Ooh, what a catch. Was that in? That was in. So that's going to be a touchdown, at least for the moment. They will check the replay, I feel like, but let's see. Well, Black, if he did, I don't know if that's going to heal his hand, but wow, that would be interesting. Braden says that's not a touchdown. Let's see. Let's check that replay here. All right, so still doesn't have possession, doesn't have possession. All right, so now when he has possession, ooh, that's so close there. But I have to say, I probably would take the points off. But again, 40 seconds remaining here before the half. The play is under review. Let's see. Jay says maybe that old Cooper Rush isn't so bad after all. LOL. Let's see how it all looks when it's all said and done, Jay. When it's all said and done, let us take a look. Let's see. Old man says, "Dang it, yeah, I lost this week, but every Patriots fan needs to thank me. I sacrificed my win for the greater good of the Patriots nation. We need you to do that every week, old man. Every week. Do it for us." Let's see. Jay says, "Just kidding, just kidding. I think it's incomplete." Again, we still got about a good 40 seconds here before the half. Play is under review right now. If it stands, it will be a touchdown for the Cowboys. However, if it doesn't, then points are coming off the board. All right, so still waiting to get back to the action here. Let's see. O says, "Well, I guess Zappe and Thornton will be riding the bench." Why you say that? Let's see. Jay says, "If this stands, then this will be huge." And so Braden says, "Zappe Nation, let's ride." Let's not add that to this man thing. You're gonna mess this kid up by adding that crap to the end of it. Do not add that to it, Braden. No, 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 no. Anything but that. Mm-mm. Absolutely not. We're not going to go ahead and mess up this kid's career by adding that to it. All right, but still right now, currently at the commercial here. All right, so returning to the field. Let's see what they say. All right, so they reversed the call. They say it's incomplete. He bobbled it in the air. He got 1 foot down, but he landed out of bounds. And so therefore the points are coming off the board right there. So here we go. 2nd and 10 right now from the 12-yard line. 41 seconds right now on the clock here in the second quarter. As the old says, because they won the day, if I start them and they lose, it'll be your fault. And so, ouch. Rush throws it. Ball's tipped. That's incomplete. He was trying to get the CD Lamb. Let's see, Braden says, I'm going to keep saying it until you ban the word Zappe. And so, Braden, if that's your goal, you can keep going for a long time, a long time. You've got a better shot at Aaron Rodgers throwing 55 touchdown passes this season than me blocking you for saying Zappe. So, well, I'm sorry, blocking the word Zappe. So, but feel free to keep trying. Let's see, Jay says, that's like Mahomes in his first Monday Night Football. Announcer kept calling him Showtime, LOL. And so, gotta love it. But here we go. Rush throws it. Ooh, ball was tipped. Should have been picked there, but incomplete. Incomplete. So that's going to bring up 4th down here. 33 seconds to go here before the half. Let's see. Old says, so what should I do, JB? I'd rather the Patriots win than my fantasy team. And so, hey, if that's the case, if that's the formula, the magic formula for us to win, I think you already know what to do. I think you already know what to do. All right, so the Cowboys here trying to just eke on 3 points here on the board. Just get something on the board here. Don't get shut out today. So let's see. Mayer puts it up, and it's good. It's good. So there you go. 20-3 is the score right now. Eagles over the Cowboys. And so Braden says Zappe. And so, okay, I'm not responsible if Streamlab picks that up. I do think it's supposed to pick up repeated words, but we'll see. Jay says, I saw Robert Kraft got married. And so, yeah, I saw that. I saw that. I did see that. He did do that. He did. All right, so here we go. Jay says, do you still like Bill Belichick? And so, absolutely. Bill Belichick is my coach, my guy. And that's why I left a lot of Patriot chats because they were just not. They just didn't understand how football works. You're the coach. You don't go out there. There are guys under contract, and some of that guaranteed money, it's hard to bury that guaranteed money. So you can't just cut everybody and start over. You got to just. It's a work in progress. It takes time to rebuild. Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. No return here. So let's see. Two timeouts right now for the Eagles. They're up 20-3. Are they content? Will they just go to the locker room or what? And so, what is Streamlabs doing to old man? Streamlabs does not like old man at all. And let's see. Jay says, would you trade Bill Belichick for Josh Allen, JB? I would not. I would not. I would not. Everybody else probably would, but not me. Not me. And so, I'm loyal to Bill Belichick as long as he's loyal to us. I will still stick with him. All right, so they're going to go ahead and run the ball here, and that's going to take us to the half there. So at the half, the Eagles are up 20-3 over the Cowboys. And let's see, Allen says Eagles going to win by comfortable score. Let's see, old man says, Jay, nope, give me the guy who won the Super Bowls over Allen. All right, so we're right now at halftime. JB's going to step away for 1 second, but JB will be back. All right, JB is back. All right, let's see. Old man says, JB, tell me the truth. JB Streamlabs was made by Bill fans. You know what? I probably should have done some research on terms of that, but They really are targeting you, and I'm looking at the stuff that it is, stopping you from saying, and it's like I mean, you said okay, they will ride the bench if I can fix it before next week. They banned that, and then Mr. Crap out here living his best life. I mean, nothing wrong with that one. I have no idea why they're specifically targeting you. Man, this is wild, and I'm trying to see if there's a way that I can let it go through. But man, I don't know what they're doing. Oh man, I don't know what they're doing. Let's see. Old man says it's time for the best halftime show. It's time for the JV halftime show. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And so, first things first, let's compare how these guys are doing so far in this one. We'll start off obviously with the quarterbacks. We'll start with Dallas. They're trailing right now 20-3. Cooper Rush, he's 5 of 16 for 36 yards, no touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Meanwhile, for the Philadelphia Eagles here, Jalen Hurts, he's 11 of 17, 111 yards, 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Now, he has been sacked twice. He's also got 2 carries for 14 yards as well. And so on the ground here, you look at the Eagles, Miles Sanders, 9 carries, 36 yards, and a rushing touchdown. Boston Scott, he's got 4 carries for 9 yards also. Kenneth Gangswell, 3 carries, 14 yards. Meanwhile, for the Dallas Cowboys, Zeke, 4 carries, 15 yards. Tony Pollard, 5 carries, 22 yards. CD Lamb, he had a carry as well for 8 yards also. I believe it's the first play of the game. And so, but there you have it. Eagles have been dominating when it comes to just time of possession off the clock so far in this game, and that's been a key reason why they've been able to hold the Cowboys to what they're holding them to, just 3 points so far. Absolutely. All right, let's see. Old man says Eagles really about to be 6-0. If the Eagles get Christian McCaffrey, they definitely win it all. And so, well, that depends on how healthy he stays, old man. But assuming he does stay healthy out there, that would be extremely scary. And if I'm them, why not? Remember last year around this time of the season for the Rams when they had acquired Von Miller around this time last year, and what a huge transition that was. What transaction that was that really helped fuel them for their Super Bowl run. So why not? Why not? The team's good, it's doing great. If you can not give up essential pieces to do it, why not? All right, let's see. But yeah, just looking at some of the games that took place earlier today, I mean, all right, so we'll go as far back as earlier today. I mean, Atlanta beating San Francisco 28-14. Who can say they saw that coming there? 28-14. I thought Atlanta did have a good chance to win. I just didn't think it was going to be like 28-14. Patriots though over the Browns 38-15 earlier today, and so that whole Zappe to Thornton combination is the combination I'd like to see more of this season. That'll be great. The Jets going down to Green Bay and winning that one 27-10, finding ways to win games. You got to start respecting both New York teams, the Jets and the Giants. Speaking of the Giants, they won their matchup 24-20. The defense made life hard for Lamar Jackson in that matchup there. They were able to win that one. I did see some portions of that game there. Indianapolis found a way to beat Jacksonville, their nemesis. They won 34-27. Just a couple weeks ago, Jacksonville blew out Indianapolis 24-0. That's the NFL season in a nutcase there. Things change week to week. You beat a team one week by a lot, you can end up losing to them the next week. That's just how things end up going in the NFL. You had the Vikings beating Miami. Miami, they were pretty much switching quarterbacks left and right. They went from Skylar Thompson to Teddy Bridgewater due to Skylar Thompson getting hurt. All that stuff, but the Vikings were able to win. Dalvin Cook, he looked great out there. Justin Jefferson, Adam Thielen, those guys did their thing. 24-16, they won that matchup there. Miami still played hard considering all the guys they were missing. Cincinnati, they beat the Saints in a very, very tough game there. They won 30-28. I think it was 30-28, 30-26, yeah, 30-26. in that matchup there. But it was still close. Again, Andy Dalton was the quarterback there, and so there it was. Let's see. Pittsburgh over the Buccaneers, 20-18. That was good there, but Kenny Pickett did get hurt. Hoping that he'll be okay soon. But Mitchell Trubisky came in and they were able to win. Tom Brady was not happy with his offensive line after that game. The Rams, they were able to win and they did it using Allen Robinson. So finally, he was a part of the game plan and they beat Carolina. What's left of Carolina, anyways, 24-10. You had Seattle beating Arizona 19-9. That's the kind of win right there that has you thinking: is Seattle like? Are they a playoff contending team, guys? Like, is it possible Seattle could win that division, guys? Like, Seattle, they're finding ways to win. Obviously, we all know Buffalo beat Kansas City at Kansas City 24-20, and so that was a very good game there. Very important game, also, I think, for future references when it comes to playoffs and stuff like that. But Buffalo took care of business on the road, 24-20, and so there you have it. Of course, tomorrow, Monday night, the Broncos will grace us again with their presence, and this time they'll be playing against the Chargers on Monday Night Football. I feel like we've seen the Broncos about, 4 or 5 times already on primetime matchups. So there it is. All right, let's see. Let's see. All right, so Old says, yeah, Panthers crazy though. They actually think they're getting 2 firsts for Christian McCaffrey. Yeah, they're living in the past, all right. Let's see. Old says, I thought 49ers were going to win it by a field goal. And so Lewis says, P break, LOL. Let's see. Old says, had the Packers, Ravens, Bucks, Patriots, Kansas City, Rams, and Eagles winning today. And so bet. And so absolutely. But again, currently right now at halftime, Eagles selling right now 20-3 right now in this matchup. We'll see if the second half will be more competitive. But if not, best believe we'll probably see Dak Prescott next game. All right, meanwhile, let's see. But yeah, old man, this would have been your week to win in fantasy if only those glitches didn't happen. Let's see, old man says, JB, who the college basketball team should I put money on? I know about last year, but I don't have that feeling. He said he doesn't have that feeling from last year. Honestly, old man, I got to see how these teams, look, once the season gets started. But that's a very good question to ask, and especially since, November next month. So let's see. I got to look at some of the returning players on all of these teams. Hmm. All right, so let's see. Based upon. All right, so you got, let's see, North Carolina bringing back 4 starters from last season. Obviously, they won the championship, so North Carolina, obviously. But if you're looking for a team that's like middle of the pack, I mean, I think Houston got a bunch of guys coming back in college basketball this upcoming season. So I'll be interested to see how Houston's going to look this upcoming year. And so, again, aside from some of the normal powerhouse teams that we're always talking about when it comes to college hoops, um, hmm. I'm going to be watching to see how the Arkansas Razorbacks look. I know they lost some people, but I really want to see how they look. Let's see. Braden says Iowa's going to be underrated this season in basketball. And so how many returning starters they got coming back, Braden? Let's see. Alan says, good game right here. Right? Let's see. There's always UCLA. Texas is another school. Let's see. I wonder if teams like Indiana, Auburn, wonder how teams like that'll fare. You got your Arizonas of the world, so all of them, And then if you're really diving deep here, maybe a team like Oregon be a team to keep your eye out for. Because obviously, if you're trying to make a lot of money, you want a team that's going to probably be looked at as that 15 to like 30 range that can catch fire and stuff like that. So teams like that, your Dayton Flyers of the world, UConn, stuff like that. And of course, the Fighting Illini. So those are just a couple teams I'm thinking of that come to mind for college hoops. Again, there's much to be seen because obviously season got to go underway to determine who really is those teams. But just a couple candidates out there. And so let's see. Braden says Iowa plays Duke this year, and so that'd be nice. That'd be nice for the Big Ten. This is Dallas's first biggest deficit of the season, guys. They have not trailed by more than 8 points. Another team in college hoops that might be interesting, though, might be the Miami Hurricanes. They love to hit that transfer portal very hard, so I keep my eyes out for the Hurricanes. We know last year they were a team that, could have been on a run, so that's another team right there. All right, but kickoff on the way, and so now we're about to get this second half started. Let's see, old man says, okay, so got money on Hokies and might throw money on the Fighting Irish, and so... Okay, bet. Now, last year, Virginia Tech team, they caught fire at the right time that they did, so it got you a lot of money there. I'll be interested to see how many returning players they got coming from that squad. All right, but here we go, guys. First and 10, the Eagles here with the ball from their own 25-yard line here to start things for the third quarter. Takes a snap, play fake. Hurts on the move, throws it. It's caught by the tight end. So Goddard gets tripped up, and he's going to pick up about 14 yards on the play. Now we got first and 10 here from the Eagles' 39-yard line. Braden says 2 returning starters. Ooh. Jay says, I unfortunately won't be able to watch your stream next Saturday, JB. Got a little trip that weekend. Hey, that's what's up. JB understands that. Appreciate you letting me know. All right, but here we go, guys. First and 10 here. Hurts up under center. Multiple tight ends here. One receiver, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap here. Gives it to the back, and the back fighting forward will get a yard on the carry. So now we got 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Eagles' 40-yard line. And so, Shelby, what's good with you? What's good with you? You say Cowboys, let's go. Hey, that's what's up. And so Braden says college football will be interesting next week again. And so yes. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 9 here out of the shotgun. 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back. Hurts gets the snap here, looking in the pocket, on the move. He's being chased by defenders. He'll lose them, and he will just throw the ball out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd down coming up here. 3rd and 9 coming up here from the Eagles' 40-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, my Kansas State hopefully will knock off on number 8 TCU. And so, yeah, hey, that was one of the games that JB had up under consideration for next week. Because I was like, you know what? I probably should get a Kansas State game in soon. I feel like I really haven't streamed that many games from that conference anyway. So, but yeah, so definitely one of the games that JB is considering streaming. All right, but here we go. 3rd and 9 from the shotgun from their own 40. Hurts with it, looking. He's on the move. He's trying to run, but he's going to get brought down here. And so got back to the line of scrimmage, but that's about it. So 4th down coming up. So the Eagles, who got the ball first here to start things off in the second half, will have to punt the ball. Let's see. Braden says also Texas plays Oklahoma State. So yeah, we got some good games to choose from. Honestly, some good games to choose from. I just got to look at that one closer to it. Punt on the way. Caught at the 6. It's at the 10 here. And so Turbin turns on the turbo and goes out of bounds there at about the 21-yard line. So now we're looking at 1st and 10 here for the Cowboys from their own 21-yard line. Let's see. Jay says, if you do stream it and I miss it, it won't hurt my feelings. Do what you got to do. And so appreciate that. Appreciate that. I will look to get them on at some point there. And so I'll look at their schedule, though, and see probably if there's like a better game later on as well. But yeah, just some games I am considering. I'll tell you what, though, I'm looking forward to when Tennessee plays against Georgia and stuff like that. That'll be good. Let's see. Braden says Iowa versus Ohio State. Don't stream that, JB. Might not be a bad idea. Might not be a bad idea, but nah, JB tries to be unbiased when he selects his games. But again, right now, currently at the commercial here. Jay says, oh man, the Vols versus Georgia would be amazing. So yes, yes, that game is too good to pass on. Too good to pass on, honestly. And so you already know. You already know the way Tennessee's looking right now. But I tell you what, though, before they play them, Tennessee will have a tough matchup against Kentucky as well. And so we'll see how they match up there against Kentucky. I know Kentucky will be looking to try to be a trap game right before Bama is. I mean, right before Georgia as well. Could be a trap game. Let's see. Old man says, "Yeah, JB can't be streaming no Ohio State stuff. We need to win." Are you saying that JB's the reason why last year we slipped up a couple times while JB was streaming? But again, still at the commercial there. Let's see. Jay said, "How did you stream bowl games last year, JB? Did you do multiple streams?" And so, yeah, I did the Rose Bowl. I did also when was it Cincinnati? No, it wasn't Cincinnati. It was when Michigan played Georgia. I also did the championship game as well, and I also did I feel like I did two more streams throughout the week also. I can't remember which ones. I feel like Michigan State played somebody. I can't remember who, but I did cover quite a few bowl games. But meanwhile, they give it to the back here off the right side, and he's gonna pick up about 2 yards on the play. Lewis says no more points. All right, but here we go. Three receivers, one tight end, went back in the backfield. Play fake. Rush is looking, has a tight end. That's Ferguson again. And so Ferguson with the reception here. Going to pick up enough for the first down here. And that's going to be about a 9-yard pickup there. And so let's see. Braden said, forget what I said, JB. Stream Ohio State versus Iowa. Let's see. I did stream that Ohio State versus Utah game. We did win that one. I streamed Ohio State versus Notre Dame also this year. All right. Gives it to the back up the middle. All right, going to take it to, let's see, pick up about 8 yards here. Takes it to the 40-yard line of the Cowboys here. Let's see. Old man says, yeah, if the shoe fits, wear it. That's why if we lose against the Bears, I deserve all the blame. And so you're going to do it, aren't you? You're going to do it. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 2. Rush gets the snap, gives it to Tony Pollard off the left side. He picks up enough for the first down here. Braden said, you almost lost those games, though. Well, you know what, Braden? Almost only counts when it comes to horseshoes, man. When it comes to football, though, winning is winning. And that's what matters. Winning is winning. JB will take a win. Ugly, pretty. JB will take a win. All right, so as the medical staff looks at him, we'll currently wait for them to get back to the action here. Let's see, Braden says, don't worry, old man Zappe, the next Tom Brady. And so I sure hope so, Braden. I sure hope so. And so, yeah, he's going to the sideline right now. Hope that he'll be okay. Yeah, he knew immediately, though, after that tackle, well, during the tackle there, he knew immediately that his hand or wrist, one of the two. Let's see, Old says, that's why when Patriots playing, I have the Patriots clock turned off and numbers set to 420. There you go. He about throws it here to the tight end. And will that be enough for the first down here? That's McKeon with 10 yards and a first down. Now we're in Philly territory at the 47-yard line. So it feels like Dallas is finally moving the ball here. Play fake. Looking, throws it. And it's taken all the way to the 25-yard line there. Picked up about 22 yards on the catch. So it's going to be a first down, 1st and 10 here from the Philadelphia 25-yard line. Let's see, Jay says, Braden, if you're right about that, then tell me the Powerball numbers. Please, please, please do share. JB can use that. I can actually build me a studio if I win that. All right, but here we go, guys, out of the shotgun here. Gives it to Pollard. Pollard cuts up. Picks up about 5 yards on the play. Now we got 2nd and 5 coming up here from the Eagles' 20-yard line. Again, here in the third quarter with 9 minutes and 15 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Score right now is Eagles up 20-3. So ball right now at the 20-yard line of the Eagles here. You've got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield here. Cooper Rush up under center. Takes a snap, gives it to the back, and so Zeke in the middle. Picks up 6 yards on the carry and a first down here, taking the ball all the way to the Eagles' 14-yard line. So now we got 1st and 10 here from the 14. Let's see, Jay says, how do you do the drop back, JB? Do you have a green screen? And so I do not have a green screen here. I do have one in my living room, but not here. And so for me, because I have like the Nitro 5 laptop, so therefore since it's more of a gaming laptop, I don't have to use a green screen. But if I had a more like, I guess a less powerful one, then I probably would have to have a drop back for the green screen. Because I did have another laptop in which I had to. But Zeke, talking about doing what you have to do, 14 yards off the left end there, and a touchdown for the Dallas Cowboys. 9 plays, 79 yards, 4 minutes and 28 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. Wow. That is an impressive run. He started off in the middle, but then he bounced it outside. And so I've only seen that work in Madden like that, but it worked. Zeke's showing he's more than just power. He has some speed to him as well. So 20-9 right now. Extra point is up. Extra point is good. So the score 20-10. Eagles over the Cowboys here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Again, Zeke and the Cowboys scoring the first touchdown here of the second half. And so let's see. Jay says this game ain't over. Old says, don't worry. If I ever win the big bet, I'll be buying years of JB subscriptions and will take over 80s as the JB guy. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Meanwhile, Lewis just can shake his head right now because he did not want any scoring. Right now, they're at 30 points. And so you took the under, I believe, at 45. So, ooh. And there's still plenty of football to be played. But you know what? Speaking of money, what would you guys do if you won the lottery? JV's just interested in hearing what would you guys do if you won the lottery. We're right now at the commercial, so we're not missing anything right now. So just let me know what would you guys think about doing if you guys won the lottery. What's some things that you guys would buy, invest in, keep the money, however you would do it. What are some things you think you would do with that money? But again, the score right now is the Eagles up 20-10 right now here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Let's see. Old says, whoever talks the 80s first, let him know Old Man Mob coming for that top spot. Let's see. Braden says, Streamlabs blocked the Powerball numbers. And so, as if. It would alert me if it did that. And you'd be in timeout. It would alert all of us, Braden, if that was the case. Only thing Streamlabs has blocked has been Aaron Rodgers passing the ball. That's it. That is it. It has just prevented Aaron Rodgers from throwing touchdowns. That is it. Let's see. O says, my first thing would be retiring my mother, and so that's honorable, and then walking her into a brand new home. Hey, how big we talking, old man? How many rooms are we talking here? We talking like mansion type big? How many are we talking here? Let's go big here. I'm sure that if Braden won the Powerball, Braden can go ahead and just purchase the Iowa Hawkeyes. Would you be more interested in purchasing the Hawkeyes, Braden, or purchasing the Packers? Which one would you feel more compelled to do if you had the money? Meanwhile, kickoff on the way. All right, so no return here. There is a penalty, however, though. Again, here in the third quarter with 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go. Eagles with the football here with the lead 20-10, but Dallas scored a touchdown last time out there. So let's see if this Eagles offense can get things moving again. Ooh, offsides there. All right, so they'll tack on 5 more yards there. They had a guy offsides there, so okay. So they'll take over from the 30-yard line here, the Eagles will. Let's see. Braden says, I honestly don't know what I would buy. Let's see. Braden says, Packers easy. Okay, bet. I can't blame you there. I can't blame you there. I'd love to have a professional team, though. I would. All right, takes a snap here, looking, throws, and it's incomplete. Incomplete. Intended for A.J. Brown there, but it's incomplete. Now, Jalen Hurts looks like he's trying to walk something off here. Again, these quarterbacks now have to play it smooth because if you look a little too shaken up, they'll take you out and say it was a concussion. So, but that was incomplete. Jay says, I have some cattle and my family has a small ranch, but I'd probably buy like 500 acres if I won the lottery. Oh, man. That would be an incredible investment there. 500 acres, that'd be nice. Meanwhile, throws the ball there. Incomplete. Intended for the tight end that time. So Micah Parsons all up in his face there saying, not today. Not today. All right, let's see. Oh, it says I'm thinking 10 rooms and 3 bathrooms, but don't worry, JB. You can come stay in one of the wings I be staying in. And so bet. But hey, that'd be nice. 10 rooms. We're talking about goals upon goals here. So if JB had that kind of money, I mean, man, aside from the new home, JB would probably start his own video game company, honestly, and then bring back like bring some competition for college football, bring back college basketball, something like that. JB would probably invest in something like that. My own TV show, something like that. All right, here we go. First and 10 here out of the shotgun. Take the snap, gives it to the back. And Sanders is going to pick up 3 yards on the carry, taking it all the way to the Eagles' 48-yard line here. So now we got 2nd and 7 coming up. Again, third quarter here. 7 minutes and 38 seconds to go here in the third. Eagles up 20-10. Got the football from their own 48-yard line. Lining up in the shotgun here. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Takes a snap. Hurts. Throws it on the ground there. Incomplete. Tried to run a screen, but the back was already on his back on the ground, and so therefore incomplete. 3rd and 7 coming up here for the Eagles. Let's see. Jay says, I buy lottery tickets when it's a big jackpot, but that's about it. Maybe this is a sign for all of us to buy tickets. Imagine if we all bought tickets and we all won. So imagine that. If we all bought tickets and we all won. All right, but here we go. Out of the shotgun, takes a snap here. Cowboys bringing the pressure, so Hurts, he just got down. He said, I'm going to get down. I don't want to get hit there. Took the sack, and so Eagles will have to punt the ball. Cowboys playing a lot more aggressive here. That's the kind of bounce you've seen from this defense all year long. Let's see. Old man said, but that's the plan when I settle. You said you're gonna buy her a trailer. You've been looking, and they've got some couple nice ones for around that 18, 20,000 mark. Okay, bet. Meanwhile, punt on the way. And we will get a return here. He's at the 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 37. Oh man, you can tell he's so close to breaking one all the way. Now there is a penalty. There is a penalty. Let's see. Jay says he'd buy Chiefs season tickets in a suite, and if you won the lottery, hey, that'd be pretty big right there. That'd be huge. Go ahead, get those playoff tickets too. But yeah, that'd be big. Let's see. Alan says if he wins the lottery, you'll buy Microsoft and Sony and in the console wars. Alan, that would be fantastic. That would be fantastic. Just merge them together. Fantastic. Let's see. Old man says, "Can you imagine what Skip would be like if both the Bucks and the Cowboys lost?" And so, yeah, he'd want to skip tomorrow, but Skip always got his excuses. He's got his excuses. That's for sure. But again, right now, currently at the commercial right now, and so I mean, Cowboys here. They'll have the football here. And right now they're trailing by 10, 20-10. But hey, last time out there they scored a touchdown. If they can score a touchdown again, look out. This game is not over. It is not over. But there's still 6 minutes and 46 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. So still plenty of football to be played. Mhm. All right, but you know what? That last comment though, about ending the concert award, that got me thinking, Alan. So, if you guys want to chime in, let JB know. Well, let everybody here know. If you could change one thing in the world today, what would you like to change? Again, right now we're at the commercial, so we got time and stuff like that. But what's something that you guys would like to change in the world? If you could change anything in the world, what would it be? I know it's a pretty broad question out there, but curious what you guys come up with if you can change anything in the world. Meanwhile, still right now at the commercial currently. All right, so Lewis says if he could change anything in the world, he would change racism and hate. And so certainly agree with that one right there, Lewis. Absolutely. Let's see. Old says, how do war vets get treated when they come back? They would get a free house and land, never have to pay for anything. You are right about that. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Another great one right there. Absolutely. Never understood how you become a war hero, then you come back and they don't treat you as such. Never understood that. Never understood that. And so, and then Old says, and if the vet doesn't come home, the family gets the house and the land. That is great. That is great. Yes, a really great one. I really like that one. All right, but here we go, guys. 2nd and 10 here from the shotgun. From their own 7-yard line here, the Dallas Cowboys take the snap. Give it to Zeke off the left side. And so Zeke plowing forward, picks up a solid 8 yards before they blew the whistle there. And so, but big time run there by Zeke. Well, yeah, great ones, both Lewis and Old Man. Let's see, Braden says, good one, Lewis and Old Man. And so, yes, yes. All right, we got 3rd and 2 coming up here. 3 receivers at the top of the screen, tight end at the bottom of the formation. 1 back, snaps the ball, gives it to Zeke. And so Zeke gets that first down, picks up 6 yards off the right guard, and a fresh new set of downs. 1st and 10 right now from the Cowboys' 21-yard line. All right, so we go from our own 21-yard line here. Rush up under center. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back in the backfield here. Takes a snap. Looking. Throws it. Ooh, what a catch. What a catch there by Michael Gallup. And so he's going to pick up 9 yards on the play. Let's see. Old says, what would you change, JB? And is that Ohio State Zeke out there? And so it's like a hybrid version of the Ohio State Zeke right there, a bit of a hybrid version. But yeah, he's out there. And so, but yeah, I'll get to that question in a second. All right, but here we go. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Play fake to the back, throws it. Incomplete, incomplete. All right, so to go back to the question there, what would I change? I'm not going to, I mean, what Lewis mentioned was what I was first thinking at first, but I love what both you, Lewis, and Old Man both said. So I'll try to pick something different that I would change. So for me, I would change the heart of man from being so greed focused. Everywhere you look in the world, everybody's always focused on, like themselves, being selfish. They will steal from their fellow, neighbor, from any chance they get to one up somebody, step on somebody else to make it in this world. And so I would change the greed in man's heart would be what I would change if I could change anything. All right, so they snap the ball and give it to Zeke out the backfield. And so Zeke picks up about a good 5 yards on a carry before he goes out of bounds here. So Zeke is out here running. Gotta like those dark visors though. Gotta love those dark visors. But yeah, that is what JB would change. Braden says that's deep, JB, and so yeah, I could go deeper, but don't want to carry over too much into the game here. Meanwhile, Tony Pollard on a carry, he picks up a yard. But yeah, you think about it, like every time the stuff that people need just to survive and all like that, like hospital bills and stuff like that. They charge you so much, especially the more you need something and the rarer it is, the more the operation costs and stuff like that. In which that's what a person needs to stay alive. So they care more about money than they do to see another person survive. And so I would change that aspect. All right, but here we go. Rush, play fake, in the pocket, throws it, and it's completed there. This time, CeeDee Lamb to the 50, and so first and 10 at the 50. So far in this drive, 8 plays, 43 yards, and over 3 minutes in terms of time of possession on the clock. And so first half belonged to the Eagles, but the second half, well, at least the third quarter so far has been belonging to the Cowboys here. And they are on the move again. And let's see, old man says, I like that, JB, and that would solve so many problems. And so, yes, if you compile the list that we made already, just imagine what the rail would look like if you just fixed all of the 3 that we mentioned so far. All right, so rush up under center here. Going to give it to the back, and so this time Tony Pollard off the left side picks up about 3-4 yards on the play. Second down coming up. And so Braden says, in poverty, that's what I think would, so that's what he says would change. And so you would change if you could. And so bet, yes, absolutely. Another great one. All right, so here we go to the shotgun, 5 wide, looking, throws, and it's going to be caught by Brown that time. I thought it was CeeDee Lamb, but that was Brown. And so Brown fights for it, picks up 10 yards and a first down, taking it to the Eagles' 37-yard line. And so, yes, ending poverty. Without poverty, how would the world look today if there was no such thing as poverty? I feel like if you take away poverty, then you would eliminate some of the greed, honestly, because people want more so that way they'll never be without. So if you take away the being without aspect, I wonder if that also tackles greed as well, to a degree. All right, but meanwhile, they snapped the ball here, gave it to Brown again, or is it Lamb this time? Yes, this time CeeDee Lamb, and he picks up a yard there off the right end. So now we're looking at 2nd and 9 right now for the Cowboys, who are down right now 20-10 at the Eagles' 36-yard line. So far in the drive, 11 plays, 57 yards, and nearly 5 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. And so Braden says, Eagles, please don't choke. I mean, if they do, I mean, this is going to help Cooper Rush even more. All right, so 5 wide here. Shotgun formation. Takes a snap. Rush looking. Throws it. Completed to CeeDee Lamb. And so CeeDee Lamb still chopping up the Lambs on the sideline there. Picked up about 15 yards on the sideline somehow. But there's a flag. There is a flag. Let's see what they call. And this game's getting a lot more interesting here. All right, so I like that. You discuss it, and you're like, you know what? That wasn't no flag. We were wrong. Picked it up. All right, so here we go. Cowboys right now with the football. They're moving right now. They're down by 10 points. First down here. Let's see. 1st and 10 from the 20. Rush up under center, one back in the backfield. Receiver goes in motion, takes a snap here, gives it to Zeke. And so Zeke up the middle, picks up a yard in the play. So now we got 2nd and 9 coming up here from the Eagles' 19-yard line. And so far in this drive, though, long drive here, 13 plays, 74 yards, and about 6 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Let's see. Jay says, I wish gas was 99 cents, and I wish people weren't so materialistic. And so that's a good one right there. I mean, that's a good one right there. Yes, being materialistic. And so, yes. And so, let's see. But I wish it was 99 cents, Jay. I wish that it was 99 cents. Let's see. Jay says Cowboys still have a chance. And so, yes, they still got that chance here. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. Rush with the ball here. In the pocket. There's already a flag, but he throws it up there. Oh, incomplete, just over the intended tight end on the play. But there is a penalty. Let's see what they call. And the penalty was thrown pretty early in the play also. All right, so that's illegal motion on the offense there. I mean, even if they come away with just a field goal on this drive, that still will put you make it a one possession game. All right, here we go out of the shotgun here for the Cowboys. Three receivers, one tight end, one back. Gets the snap, gets it to the back, up the middle, and so Zeke. Look at Zeke. Okay. 12 yards on that carry. Not enough for the first, but it's going to make it third and about two from the Eagles' 12-yard line. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the third quarter, the Eagles lead this one 20-10. But it's the Cowboys who are moving the ball right now. They scored the last touchdown, and right now they're in position to try to get a touchdown here. Let's see. Jay says Zeke looks good, and so he looks good because of how they're utilizing them right now. The offensive line is also blocking well in the run game as well. But yeah, he looks good. You know why he looks good? Because it's a contract year. This year he has to look good. So he knew coming into this year, ain't nothing he can say. If he wanted an extension to hang around a little bit longer, he had to go out there and show them something. And I mean, not a little bit. He got to really show them something. Because, you know, that massive contract he had, since he had that, he just was looking kind of sluggish. But now he's looking a lot better so far this season. A lot better. Can he do enough, though, to come back another year? We're going to find that out. It says, when does Zeke go back in time? And so, hey, what can I say? And so let's see. Braden says, JB, what do you think of the new helmets? And so JB approves of the new helmets. You know, JB approves of them. And so I think that's about as much as them. And so I just approve of them. Let's see. Alan says, question, what one important thing you change if you the president of us and can change some of the stuff today and make this world a better place? Well, honestly, Alan, that is a very great question. And honestly, I feel like how the system is set up today, if I became president, if I had a good idea, it probably wouldn't pass. Honestly, like the moment that we start getting, you know, like all the votes in and stuff like that, they'll probably just veto all my good ideas. And so I don't think one guy by himself can change much. And now one guy can destroy stuff, but it would be very difficult and all like that if I like, especially if the opposite party of whatever party I represented, I was in the office and the other party, you know, just was vetoing and shutting down all of my ideas. That would be tough. But assuming that didn't exist, what would I change to make the world a better place if I was a president and I had that power? JB's got to think on this one. JB has to think on this one. It is so tough. It is so tough. It is so tough because I feel like in the world that we're in today, we can all see the same thing, but we see it so drastically different to where some people would view it as a positive, other people would see it as a negative. And so if that's the case, it's so tough to call it a W if not everybody thinks that it's, or at least not majority thinks that it is a W. It feels like whenever one person wins, another person loses, if that makes any sense as of right now. Again, JB's just a sports guy here, so. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here. Cooper Rush, 3rd and 2. Cooper Rush has to throw it. It is completed. That's going to be a first down, but there is a penalty right now. Let's see what they call. Let's see. Jay says, I'd somehow try to just get the prices down. It's hurting so many people. And so that's a good place to start. It's a good place to start. The more money people have, the better that people feel. Let's see. O says, we're Mr. Bryant and the rich people in the lab controlling people. All right, so this is going to be on the defense here. Darius Slay. Illegal contact there. So looking at the replay here. Yeah, at some point you got to let go. All right, here we go. Takes a snap, fakes it, throws it, and it's going to be a touchdown. Ferguson again. He loves himself some Jake Ferguson, I see. Let's see, Jason and the Cowboys can make it a one-possession game, and they have made it a one-possession game, guys. Here we go. Cowboys and Eagles here, the game that we thought we were getting from the beginning here. 15 plays, 93 yards, 7 minutes and 7 seconds in terms of time of possession off the clock. That was a massive drive there. Massive. Kick is on the way. It's good. Let's see. O says, and dang, Eagles just giving up. Jay says, wow, this is turning into a really good game. That's right, really good game here. One possession game, and now both teams right now in it. Eagles may be up 2017, but the Cowboys right now are riding the momentum right now. So let's see. Jay says 80s is probably isn't happy right now. That is true. That is true. That is true. He's probably furious. He's probably saying it's JB's fault right now. That's exactly what he's saying. It's JB's fault right now. Let's see. But I think a good place to start is I was thinking about that question even further, Alan, and so aside from I believe what Jay said about lowering prices and stuff like that, I would want to make it to where we have something going to help out the elderly even more. We'll start there. We'll start with the elderly there and really make it to where they really don't have to too much pay for really anything. I mean, I know there's already stuff in place to help them from Medicaid and then, but I don't want them to have to go to like a home that's outside of their home. I want them to already, the home that they're in, you know, you owe however much, we're going to go ahead, we're going to cover that for you. And so basically start with the elderly because I feel like the respect that the elderly is getting right now is not what it should be. And so I'll start there. You know, I want to find a way to appease the elderly and make life a lot easier for them. Because then you're tackling two things at once. You're making life easier for them, and also you're showing the younger generation that, you know, we're going to take care of you. If you put in the hard work here, we'll take care of you when you get older and stuff like that. So I think that's the best place to start if people feel like they're going to really be taken care of as they get older. And not something that just feels like it, but they're barely getting by, you know, receiving, you know, smaller retirement checks and stuff like that. Nothing like that. Something massive that would drastically make it seem like you look forward to it, actually. Let's see. Old says, someone needs to check on 80s because he isn't drinking. He's definitely drinking now. Let's see. Old says, people need to realize if it wasn't for the OGs, young people wouldn't have half the stuff and opportunities we have now. And so, yes, absolutely. So that's why I feel like that would be the critical first step there, is to bring back the respect for the elderly. Let's see. Jay says, one thing I changed to make people at 70 years old need a driving exam every 2 years. LOL, people at 90 shouldn't be driving. Perhaps we add an elderly lane and stuff like that, specifically for them. An elderly lane. Now, JB says all this, but the budget for it now, that'll be tough. Let's see. Jay says, I agree, old man. All right, kickoff on the way. All right, so no return there. So the Eagles, who now find their lead has shrunk. They were up 20-3 at halftime. There was one time they were up 20-0 at one point. Now the score right now 20-17. So Jalen Hurts, he has got to do something right now, him and the offense. Otherwise, if the Cowboys keep doing what they did in the second half, look out. And so Lewis says he'll have a drink himself right now. All right, so here we go from their own 25-yard line here for the Eagles. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back. Gives it to the back up the middle, and that's Sanders. And so Sanders picks up 13 yards. Again, here at the early stages of the fourth quarter, still plenty of time here. 14 minutes and 22 seconds to go. All right, so here we go. Again, Eagles up 20-17 right now. Takes a snap from their own 38-yard line. Gives it to the back. Picks up about 4 or 5 yards on the carry. Let's see. Jay says, man, wasn't this game 20-0 at one point, or was it 70-0? 17-0. Yeah, it was 20-0 at one point. 20-0 was the score because Dallas had made that field goal like right before the half to get that 3 points. And then afterwards, it's been all Dallas in the second half. They've scored 14 unanswered. Philly has not scored outside of the second quarter. They didn't score in the first quarter, haven't scored in the third quarter, and right now in the fourth quarter, let's see if they can change that. But they've only scored in the second quarter, and that was 20 points in the second. All right, out of the shotgun, takes the snap, gives it to Sanders, and so Sanders going to pick up about a yard on the play. Now we got third down coming up here. Huge third down. If you don't get this third down right now, look out here, because I got a feeling if the Cowboys get the ball back that they're going to score. So if you're the Eagles here, you got to convert here on this third down. And the Zoe says, wow, Eagles look shook. And so imagine that, being up 20-0 against the Cowboys and stuff like that. And then if the Cowboys come back to give you your first loss of the season. Now, I know Eagle fans do not want that to happen. But, hey, let's see how it plays out. All right, trips at the top of the formation here. One tight end at the bottom. Shotgun here. Takes a snap. Hurts. He's running. And picks up the first down there. Picked up 5 yards on the run there. And a first down here for the Eagles. He said, I'll do it myself, thank you. Let's see. Allen said, I make sure vets and elderly have good homes and don't have to worry about house payments, especially to the vets that, fight for this country, that should have a good life and respect them. Absolutely, yes. They should have a VIP pass that counts everywhere. It doesn't matter where they go. If they want to go there, they're allowed to go there. Just that simple. Just that simple. And so Indizo says, with a backup quarterback in. And so at that, yes, add that part to it. They toss it to the back here. And so Scott going to pick up about 5 yards on the play. Now we got second down coming up here. 2nd and 5 at the Dallas 46-yard line. Again, here in the fourth quarter with 11 minutes and 25 seconds to go. Let's see. Braden says, need to score a touchdown this drive. Yes, and I'm sure that the Eagles faithful agree with you 1,000% on this one. But here they got 2 receivers, 2 tight ends, 1 back in the backfield. 3 seconds right now in the play clock. Got to snap it or call a timeout or something. They snap it just to get it off. Toss it to Sanders. And so Sanders going to pick up a yard on the play. Now we got 3rd and 4 coming up. So once again, 3rd and 4. Ball right now at the Dallas 45-yard line. If you're the Eagles, you would love to get a touchdown right now. But so far, 7 plays, 35 yards, and over 4 minutes in terms of time possession off the clock. Braden says if the Cowboys win this game, Cowboy fans are going to be insane. Jay says Philly looking good on third downs this drive. And so, yes, third down has been the money down so far. Let's see if they can keep that going right now. 3rd and 4. Ball at the 45-yard line. Take the snap. Give it to Kenneth Gainswell, and Gainswell gains enough to give him the first down there. He picked up 5 yards on the carry. They needed 4 yards. That's a first down. So both teams have turned to that ground game there. And then utilizing the fake off of that, quarterbacks on the move, all that stuff, hit your tight ends, your top receivers. Pretty identical offensive game plans here so far. All right, so here we go. Shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Gives it to the back. And so again, Gainswell going to pick up 6 yards on the play, taking it all the way to Dallas 34-yard line. And so if you're the Eagles, you want to keep this drive going here. You're taking off some time in the process. So if you can take off some time here and make it a 2-score game, you'll start to get that confidence again. But I feel like this right here could be a drive of the game that we look back at later on when it's all said and done in this one. So here we go, 2nd and 4. Hurts gets the snap. Going to keep it. Makes the guy miss. Slides. Picks up 3 yards on the play. Now we got 3rd and 1 coming up here. Got about 9 minutes and 5 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Eagles up 20-17 in this one. Let's see. Jay says, man, that quarterback sneak formation is hard to stop. Great play call. Speaking of which, here it is. Oh, man, you had Cowboy guys jumping over the line to get there, but it looks like they still got the first down anyways. Sometimes you know something's coming and you just can't stop it. That's what happened that time. They say the low man win, and Jalen Hurts, he was low. You know he's got those legs powers, and so, hey, it worked out. Let's see. Braden says, good push by the Eagles on the quarterback sneak. Jay said he got two guys pushing him, and so, yes. All right, here we go, guys. 1st and 10 here. Takes a snap. Going to give it to the back. He's going to pick up about a yard on the play. That was Sanders with the carry. 2nd and 9 right now at the Dallas 29. We got about 8 minutes to go here in the 4th quarter. And in both of these teams, they're doing a great job of controlling time of possession when they get the football. That's one thing I will say. They're doing a great job with that time of possession thing. And so that's going to be important here, especially the rest of the way. All right, so here we go. 2nd and 9 right now. 3 receivers, 1 tight end, 1 back out of the shotgun formation here. Hurts gets the snap, looking, throws it. It's completed. A.J. Brown makes one guy miss, still running. At the 15, at the 10, and goes down at the, 6-yard line there. So A.J. Brown, a tough guy to bring down. 7 minutes and 22 seconds to go here in the 4th quarter. Let's see. Jay says, I bet a lot of teams add that sneak formation to their playbook. Let's see. Old man says, JB, how would you feel about Pats trading for Shaq T from the Panthers? And so, because it's rumored Pats are in heavy talks with the Panthers. And so, you know what? Might be interesting. Depending on what we're giving up for, I might be down for it. But Devontae Smith there with the touchdown reception. So how about that? How about that? So the Eagles 13 plays, 75 yards, 7 minutes and 37 seconds in terms of time of possession on that drive. And so, man, huge touchdown. Way to respond. But there's still 7 minutes and 2 seconds to go, and both teams have all 3 of their timeouts. And so old man says A.J. Brown should have been a Patriots. And so, oh, man, how life would have been so different if that was the case. At that time, oh, look at that. The digs, they don't like that. And then you have an unsportsmanlike conduct. Add that right there. And so, yep, that's Diggs for the Cowboys. That's on him. Braden says Diggs is pissed. Jay says Dallas going to need a quick field goal or touchdown. That their offense, I feel like, is designed to where it's going to take a little bit of, at least a solid 3-4 minutes, I feel like, for them to score. Ooh, they're going to go for a 2-point attempt here. All right, so they're going to go for 2 here. Or at least it seems like it. Oh, it says Diggs is overrated. Let's see. Braden says, who did you draft instead, JB? And so, well, I didn't make that draft, but N'Keal Harry, scary N'Keal Harry. He was the draft pick there, unfortunately. But he's no longer with us, so he's no longer JB's problem. All right, gets the snap here for the 2 points. And, look at that. Look at that. They failed the attempt. Failed the attempt. I don't know how many times I've seen teams go for 2 and fail this season. Let's see. Braden says, don't get why they went for 2. Braden says, facts, old man. And so, all right. So, there you go. We'll see if that decision comes back to haunt them later on. I wouldn't have did it, though. These coaches love. I bet you after the game he's going to say, well, I looked at the analytics, and the analytics said, if we go for 2 right now, it made sense to go for 2. Just look at the analytics. And so I guarantee they're going to say some stuff like that as for why he chose to go for two at the end of the game, especially if they come back and lose and like the Cowboys go ahead and beat them in this game. And that's exactly what he's going to be saying at the podium and all that, blaming the analytics guy. But again, right now, currently at the commercial, again, the Eagles did score a touchdown but failed on a 2 point event. I'm sorry, 2 point attempt. A questionable decision to go for two there, but they do host a 9 point lead. Braden says Lewis sweating right now. Yes. I mean, that's exactly why the Eagles probably did it. Probably to directly get Lewis. As the old man says, I would have gone for two there because then you're a field goal away from being up 14 points. I thought honestly, like my rationale told me if they're doing that, they don't believe that with 7 minutes left to go, they think Cooper Rush might can score twice, but not two touchdowns in that final 7 minutes. Is what I'm thinking. But Ace, they didn't get it, so now they got to play with the cards they have remaining. But yeah, we know that Lewis right now is hoping that nobody else scores the rest of the way. That's what Lewis is hoping for. Let's see. Jay says JB needs a Discord so we can all chat on there, and so not a bad idea at all. Not a bad idea. Meanwhile, let's see. Alright, so meanwhile, we're currently at 10 thumbs up. So do make sure if you haven't already to press the thumbs up button. Let's see. Braden says, yes, Jay, I was going to mention that. And so, that's not a bad idea. So let JB, because JB will admit I'm not too familiar with Discord. Like I've used it before, but maybe like 2 or 3 times. So I got to get a little bit more familiar with it, but it's not a bad idea at all. Yeah, so do remind JB again in the future if JB doesn't get it done within the next like week or two. Let's see, Braden says tomorrow's game might be bad, JB. And so, yes, JB has thought about that multiple times. I'm banking on the Chargers to go out there, but against that Broncos defense, that will be tough for them. All right, well, here we go for the Cowboys here. Throws a quick pass, and it's caught by guess who? Ferguson. 2-yard pickup on the play. Meanwhile, JB's just going to take a quick glance around the fantasy league and see how everybody's looking so far in fantasy. Let's see, Brady says hopefully it's not like the Colts and Broncos. Hopefully it won't be. All right, but here we go. Two receivers, two tight ends, one back in the backfield. Takes a snap, gives it to Zeke off the left side, and so Zeke is still Zeking forward here to about the 38-yard line. So look at that 11-yard pickup on the play. This man looks rejuvenated, like he wants another contract. He's hungry again. Let's see. Jay says at least we get to. Was one quarterback tomorrow is Justin Herbert. That's right. That's right. And so, old man says you're in last place. Oh man, old man. Oh man, that's not the place you want to be at right now. They toss the ball to Zeke on the right side, picks up a yard. But with that being said, though, old man, I mean, your season's not technically done yet. You're not quite done, even with the loss there. Not quite done. It's just going to be, you're going to need to win, and you're going to need to win big, because you're going to have to win some tiebreakers if your team does go on a massive, massive win streak. So, well, we'll see. You never know. You just got to win your division also, so maybe winning your division might be a possibility. All right, here we go, guys. 2nd and 8 right now. Rush up under center from his own 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, two receivers, two tight ends. Takes it. Play fake. Rush. Looking. Rush. Taking a deep shot. Picked off. Defensive back still running, and there you have it. A massive interception. How about them Eagles? And let's see, Braden says, picked, let's go. Oh, it says, I learned some hard lessons. Next year I'm coming for it all. Bet, bet. Braden said that he needs Joshua Kelly and Mike Williams to score with 50 points tomorrow to beat me. And so, yeah, if that was Austin Eckler and Mike Williams, then maybe I could see a possibility of getting to 45 or something like that. But I, you play the games, right? You play the games. But after the interception there, it is going to be the Eagles with the football again. They're already up 26-17 right now. Ball is, I believe, at the 47-yard line here of the Eagles. And so there you go. Let's see. Jay says, oh, man, poor Cowboys. Got to be rough. Oh, it says picked, and they do it now but gave up 17. Right? Right? Well, let's see. Let me take a look right now because I know Braden's at the top of his division right now, but I think the Sports Blitz is going to win his match and stuff like that. And so, but yeah, since Braden's at the top and you're in Braden's division, old man, so you're right now like what, 2 games behind Braden? It's about to become 3. Well, you're going to be 3 games behind the Sports Blitz. But that's still, like that's still possible to make up for that in your division, honestly, if other guys start losing. So you're going to have to focus on just trying to win your division and get in that way somehow. And so I don't know how many division games you got left, but you need to win all of them if you're going to give yourself a chance. Let's see. Old man says picked, and they do it now. Gave up 17. Let's see. Lewis says JB 45 surviving. So yes, I know you was worried about the Eagles going for 2. You were like, what are you thinking? Don't go for 2. But I mean, now there's still 5 minutes to go. Still 5 minutes to go, and so you don't need a field goal to happen. So let's see if they can run out this clock. But they're already basically at midfield. Let's see. Jay says, have you ever won a fantasy league, JB? I won a basketball fantasy league. I won a basketball fantasy league about 2 years ago and stuff like that. And so my team had only lost 1 game throughout the course of the season, and so I ended up winning that one. Was pretty decisive in that one. Was pretty decisive. But that's the only time I've won it. Now, I've been first place pretty much, at least in my side of the division, the last, since I've started fantasy football as a commissioner here, I've been in first place all of those years. But playoffs has not been very kind to me, I should say, in football. So, let's see. Old man says, I shouldn't have traded with Braden. I didn't know he was in my division. Yeah, trading within the division. How about that? Allen said Tennessee ripped up the goal pole and threw it in the Tennessee River when they beat Bama. There was a video of Tennessee fine is 100,000. Wow. And let's see. Lewis says run the clock. He says run the clock, put on the future, run the clock. But here we go. From their own 47-yard line. Takes a snap, gives it to the back. Sanders still running. Sanders takes it about 9 yards there. So now we're looking at 2nd and 1 from the Cowboys 44-yard line here. And with every snap, you best believe the Eagles are thinking, melt that clock, melt that clock. But yeah, old man, I mean, I was looking at the divisions. If the playoffs started prior to this week, my division would have 3 teams to qualify for the playoffs, looking at the current standings right now. Obviously, that's going to change after tomorrow, but how it stands right now. I think we still would have 3 teams in the top 8. All right, meanwhile, Hurts with the quarterback sneak. Picked up the first, but there is a penalty. Braden says, sorry, old man. Let's see, old man says, but like I said, this is my first year doing it. I've learned my lessons. I'll be better next year. Braden says, fly, Eagles, fly. All right, so defensive offsides is the call here against the Cowboys. Gonna gift them with 5 yards there. Old man says you good, Braden. And so, but yeah, old man, I'll have to take a look at your schedule though, because what you need is about 3 games in a row against division foes, and you got to win all of them. All right, here we go. Hurts is going to keep it himself off the right side here. He slides inbounds there. Picked up 5 yards on the play. Cooper Rush is like, y'all not going to give me that. Y'all know I need it. All right, so here we go here. The Eagles here with the ball. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go here in the fourth. 5 seconds right now on the play clock. Shotgun formation takes a snap. Get it to Sanders, but Sanders, he is met in the backfield here. Lost 2 yards on the play. Third down coming up. Old man says your biggest problem is quarterback. You didn't think Jameis Winston was going to be out like he was. Not only that, him, Mac Jones, it just was just tough. But good news is you got Hopkins coming back for you next week. That should provide some kind of boost right there. And so if you can get that plus a quarterback that can be healthy for you the rest of the way, you never know. You got a lot of pieces that they can just gel. And they've got to gel next week. Next week is that deadline, old man. Like there's no more extensions now. It has to happen. And you need your division foes to lose also. And so Hurts, what is he doing? He's hurting the team like that. Now let's see who got the ball. All right, so it looks like they're able to maintain possession of the ball here. But man, that was downright scary. All right, so the Cowboys are going to call a timeout. That's their first timeout. They're thinking about the clock right now with 2 minutes and 46 seconds to go. Clearly, Hurts was not expecting the ball right there. And I will say this, old man, the rest of the way, you also got to think about all the bye weeks that, your teams and your opponents will have as well. Because I feel like bye weeks are going to determine some games moving forward. And so you just got to hope that your league just, I don't know, that the bye week helps you out more than hurts you. Let's see, just looking ahead. Next week you play Pop Brown, old man. You play Pop Brown next week. Ooh, that's going to be tough. Meanwhile, punts on the way. And goes out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Let's see. Braden says, I'm going to try to make another huge trade this coming week. Okay, bet. I like the fact that we have guys that are not afraid to make trades in this league. I feel like it's good for the league. Like some people, like myself, it has helped me out. Others, it might have hurt them, but you never know. Let's see. Braden says, bad mistake by Kelsey and Hurts. Oh, yeah, big mistake. All right, so from their own 12-yard line here. So we've got Cooper Rush and the Cowboys here. Throws the ball incomplete there. Incomplete. Again, we're here in the fourth quarter. 2 minutes and 35 seconds left to go in this one here. And so I know Lewis is hoping that nobody scores the rest of the way. Let's see. Old says, it's all good. I kind of figured I wouldn't do so great, and I had no clue 20 people would be this hard. And so, yes, there's a reason why you don't see 20 people leagues out there just anywhere. It takes a special league to have 20 people in there and stuff like that. You really got to do your homework. Draft, after the draft, all that stuff. But the completion there to the tight end over the middle. Now, did he get enough for the first? He did. All right, 2 minutes and 20 seconds to go. Cowboys here. 2 timeouts. They're trailing by 9 points right now. Jay says Cowboys need something quick. Here we go from their own 23-yard line. First and 10. Rush with it. Rush. Threw it while he was hit. And that's going to be incomplete. Incomplete. So now it's second and 10. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go here in the fourth quarter. So you do got the 2 minute warning coming up. You got two timeouts if you're the Cowboys right now. Lewis says, no, JB, no more points. And so I'm there with you. I'm there with you, Lewis. I'm there with you. Want to see Lewis make some money here and start off the week correctly. All right, so here we go, guys, in the shotgun here. Takes a snap, throws a quick pass, caught by CeeDee Lamb. And Lamb's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play. We got third down coming up here, 3rd and 3. However, we're at the 2 minute warning here in the fourth quarter. Let's see, Braden says, the only thing I hate about having a 20-person league is that there's not too many good free agents. And so you're right about that. But, hey, one of the guys I picked up in free agency, he did good for me. Got me about a good 16 points, I think, this week, 13 or 16 points. And he was in free agency just sitting there. But I was monitoring his stats the last couple of weeks, and I felt safe enough to pick him up and say, you know what? I can do it. So, I mean, there's certain ways you got to go about it, I feel like. You got to be extremely creative. You're not going to get a game changer, but that's where we have trades at and stuff like that. And that just goes to show how important the draft is in a 20-person league. When you do your research, you better know what you're talking about. And also, you better be the first person that first couple weeks to pick up somebody that you think might have a good season. You just never know. But again, right now at the commercial, because it is the 2 minute warning. Again, Cowboys with the ball, but they're trailing by 9 points, 26-17. 2 minutes to go. Can Cooper Rush come through? All right, so here we go. Can Cooper Rush pull off the 2 minute comeback? Let's see. Jay says, what's one sport you wish you watched or knew more about? Jay, I really wish that I knew more about. I'm torn between saying baseball and soccer. I'm torn between the two, honestly. But if I had to pick just one, then I probably lean towards baseball. I mean, it's such an iconic sport, and so if I had more knowledge of that, then I probably could stream baseball games. But I don't, so therefore I don't. So, but yeah, probably baseball if I had to pick one. But that's a great question, though. That's a great question, though. What would be your pick, Jay? All right, so here we go from their own 30-yard line here. 3rd and 3 after the 2 minute warning here. Two timeouts, also shotgun formation. Zeke's the back end there. Three receivers, one tight end. He's going to throw it to the back. Zeke will get the first down. So picked up 5 yards on that reception. Went out of bounds. And so there you go. 1 minute, 56 seconds to go. Old man says, has anyone taken all quarterbacks in the draft before? In a 20-person draft, taking three of the best quarterbacks right away, then trading off two of them. Old man, in the first year of our fantasy league, I believe that Too Smooth, the guy who has Too Smooth, he had four quarterbacks on his roster, and I ended up making a trade with him because I needed a quarterback desperately, but he had four quarterbacks on his roster, and he was still winning. He ended up with, I think, a 12-2 record that first year. And so he lost to both my team and Pop Brown team, but those were his only losses in the regular season. But I think he had four quarterbacks that year. I'm trying to remember who those four quarterbacks were. And so Lewis says JB streamed the World Cup. And so, oh, if only JB had more knowledge of all of the other sports as well. And so Braden says World Cup stream. Yes, Lewis. All right, but here we go out of the shotgun here. from their own 35-yard line, takes a snap, rush looking, throws it. It's completed. CeeDee Lamb, and he's going to take it to the Eagles' 41-yard line here. A minute 38 left to go here. Let's see. Allen says, if the Cowboys got Tom Brady, they can, but I don't see it. They may get one score, but the Eagles run the clock if they get the ball back. And so, ooh. That was close. That incompletion was close. So now we got second down here. A minute and 22 seconds left to go. Cowboys here. 2 timeouts, down by 9 points. All right, so here we go. Second and 10, shotgun formation here. Takes a snap. Eagles sending 4. Rush looking, throws it to the right side. Incomplete, incomplete, incomplete. So a minute 17 left to go here in the fourth quarter right now. Third and 10 coming up right now. Tried to hit Michael Gallup there, but Darius Slay, he says, nah, not on his watch. All right, here we go, third and 10. Rush in the pocket, gonna throw it. Oh, incomplete. Let's see, Allen says, but anything can happen in football like yesterday and today's games. You're right about that. Anything can happen, but if it's going to happen, it's going to have to happen right now. Fourth down coming up here, 4th and 10 from the Eagles' 41-yard line. Ooh, they're going to try a 59-yard field goal attempt. And so if they can hit this field goal, they can make it a one-score game. A minute, 13 seconds left to go. They have to make this. If he doesn't make it, that's it. They normally probably wouldn't give him that, but let's see. Hold is good. Kick is up, and the kick goes outside, and it's no good. Right. He missed it. Right. And so he missed that one, and that's going to hurt Cowboy Nation there. So just a minute and 8 seconds left to go here. Cowboys have 2 timeouts. Jay says, oh man, wide right. And so Lewis says field goal. No worries there. Lewis, no worries at all. They missed it. And so there you go. Now the Cowboys do have 2 timeouts right now. They got 2 timeouts. Eagles going to line up here in the shotgun from their own 49-yard line. Takes a snap, gives it to the back, and so the back picks up 2 yards. Now we're in Cowboy territory here. A minute and 4 seconds left to go. Cowboys burn a timeout. Lewis says no good. Yes, Lewis loves it. He absolutely loves it. And so old man says kneel 3 times and then punt it away. Allen says right, just like Alabama kicker did, LOL. Let's see, Braden says at least one good thing happened today. And so let's see. All right, so they got a bye week coming up, and then the matchup with the Steelers. Okay, then the Texans. I mean, look at that schedule. I mean, who's going to beat them? That's the question. Who's going to beat them? Takes a snap. There is a penalty. Sanders picks up a couple yards here. Let's see. Might have been defensive offsides, honestly. All right, so that's offside there against Curse here for the Cowboys. 58 seconds to go here in the fourth. Cowboys here with 1 timeout remaining. Let's see. Braden says, watch the Texans beat them. And so that'll be the NFL for you, Braden. That will be the NFL for you. All right, here we go, shotgun. Oh, I'm about to say, isn't the guy offside again? Let's see, picked up about a yard on the play. And so, oh man, look at that. Look at that. Somebody's being a sore loser out there. Come on, that was uncalled for. Yep, unsportsmanlike there on the defense there. 15 yards and a first. I don't know, these guys just aren't using their head right now. Lewis says, need a winning streak. And so, yes, yes, absolutely. It's time to go out there and start taking a knee so that way Lewis can get paid. Old man says, never mind. Now it's time to score a touchdown on the Cowboys. Old man, I guarantee that's something that Urban Meyer probably would have did right there. He probably would have did that back in the day. That's a college football move right there, old man. They make you mad. You say, you know what? The heck with it. Let's score on them again. Let's see. Allen says, who you got in the college football playoffs? As of right now, obviously, I've got Ohio State there. I still got Georgia going there. Now, Bama, Tennessee. I'm still going to say when it's all said and done, I think that Bama still gets in there when it's all said and done because I'm anticipating the UGA will beat Tennessee. I'm hoping I'm wrong, but I think that's going to be the case. And so, and then fourth, I'm going to have to go ahead and say, why can't I think of who that fourth team is? I'm going to say Clemson at 4. Clemson at 4. And so right now the game is finalized. And so there you have it. End of the game. The Philadelphia Eagles have beaten the Dallas Cowboys 26-17. And so Braden says, good night. JB, great stream. See you tomorrow. Yeah, good night to you. Appreciate you for coming through. And so, yeah, you have a great night and great start to your week. Oldman says, JB, you already know they want us to pull that losing BS, then get another touchdown dropped on you. And so, yes, exactly. Exactly, yes. Yes, but what a game. I had fun. I'm streaming this one. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Make sure if you haven't already that you do subscribe to the channel here. You made it this far. We'll be back out here tomorrow for the Broncos and the Chargers, and I'm going to need you guys tomorrow. That's for sure, especially if it's a low-scoring game, for sure. I've seen the Broncos one time too many. But, yeah, thank you guys for coming out. And congratulations, Lewis. You guessed correctly this time, and so you're getting paid. Lewis says, thank you, JB. Great stream. Till next time. Absolutely. And so Alan said, I was off by 2. I said by 7, and so bet. Braden says, congrats, 80s, and thanks for beating the Cowboys. And so, yeah, 80s, if you're watching, congrats to you right now. And so Lewis says, 80s, that's right. And so there goes 80s, there he is. And so 80 says, what up, JB? Bam, fly, Eagles, fly. And so he snuck into the stream at the very end. And he says, thanks, Lewis. And so, yes, congratulations there to your Eagles flying solo, literally flying solo. You're the only team that is unbeaten. So congratulations there to your Eagles. And so let's see, old man says, what's good, 80s? Better watch yourself. I'm coming for that JB #1 fan spot. And so, he said he's coming for that top spot. But yes. Thank you guys so much for coming out, though. Again, I will be streaming tomorrow's game. And so look forward to seeing you guys then. Until then, have a great start to your week. See you guys